Yes, the rumors are true, folks. We are indeed back again. The New York Knicks are indeed in action to once again, for the second time in 3 games, take on the Indiana Pacers. This time, instead of making a pit stop in Hicksville, Indiana after a West Coast trip, the New York Knicks are safely at home in Madison Square Garden. So, buckle up, because we know the Pacers are bringing it. Hopefully our New York Knicks are bringing it. We got some stuff we got to go through, so let's go ahead, start the show, and break it down. That is right, folks. We are indeed back yet again in the building here in Madison Square Garden, squaring off against the Indiana Pacers. The New York Knicks squaring off against the Indiana Pacers. We are back once again here this afternoon. Now, I am thankful that we are finally off the West Coast road trip. We are back in New York, our second straight game in the Garden. Finally back home. Now, hopefully, the Knicks get off to a good start. But, I tend to think that tonight, I just got the feeling. Folks, that I think the Knicks are going to have an easy victory here today. Hopefully, they're going to give us a good performance. Now, where we usually start is with the captain, Jaylen Brunson. But, here tonight, Jaylen Brunson is not going to be playing. Jaylen Brunson has officially been listed as out with kind of like this this ankle injury management kind of situation, while also being out with a slight neck sprain kind of thing. Ultimately, what he's out is a little bit of rest. Give JB a little bit of rest. Okay, cool. JB, go hit the bench. Towns got some rest. Hart got some rest. Jaylen Brunson, it's now your turn. Welcome down, Jaylen Brunson. Go sit on the bench for a game or two and go get yourself some rest. He needs it. So the Knicks will be without the captain here today. And you know what? Against the Indiana Pacers, I'm kind of good with it. I'm good, especially with the schedule that we have coming up. Cool. Awesome. Incredible. No Jaylen Brunson, it should still be no problem. Why? Let's start getting to it. So instead of starting with Jaylen Brunson, who would he start with? We know who we start with. The co-captain. I don't even know if he's a co-captain, but the second best player in the team, without a shadow of a doubt, my guy, Karl Anthony Towns. The big cat, the big bodega, big cities, as I like to refer to him at times. Karl Anthony Towns, welcome to the spotlight, big dog. Welcome to the spotlight. I got a sneaky suspicion the Knicks are going to get off to a good start today, right? Something that we have been talking about constantly. It's been nonstop, the conversation around how the Knicks get off to games. And for good reason, because they have not gotten off to good starts. But I just got a sneaky suspicion here today that the Knicks are going to get off to a good start, folks. I think the Knicks are going to do it. Nembhard, what's up, Nembhard? Take Cowboys, what's up, Take Cowboys? Love to see you. We got J Hammer, what's up, J Hammer? Ram Jam, what's up, Ram Jam? Karen, of course, what's up, Karen? Justice Dad, what's up, Justice Dad? Who else we got? Appreciate you guys. End of Days, what's up, End of Days? Ozahar, Joseph, appreciate you guys. Kiana Bryant, Susan, of course. Let's do it. No Jaylen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, welcome down to the spotlight. You are now 1A, big dog. You are now 1A. From the start of the game, the Knicks should be looking to feed Karl Anthony Towns the ball. And I know a lot of people have been questioning why the New York Knicks kind of ease their way into games in terms of getting Karl Anthony Towns the ball. They kind of play through him, but they don't necessarily run plays for him to score, per se. I mean, they do, but they don't. The ball is in his hands occasionally to play make, especially out of that high post area, the pinch post area, but they don't necessarily get him in the low post area for him to go to work in. So, here you go. The ball should find its way to Karl Anthony Towns' hands. He tends to play well when Jaylen Brunson is out because he knows, oh, the cap is out. I got to make sure I step my game up. And so I'm expecting Karl Anthony Towns to do his thing here today. Antoine Thomas, what's up, Antoine? Tay, of course. Oda Austin, what's up, Oda? Happy to see you, brother. Karl Anthony Towns, 20, 11.7, almost 12. We know what the stats look like. We know what his statistical profile has been so far this season. I'm expecting a really great performance from Karl Anthony Towns here tonight. Of course, going to be matched with Ivica Zubac because we know the Indiana Pacers love to take this Knicks matchup seriously for whatever reason. They treat it as a rivalry game, no matter who's available, who's in the lineup. They're playing it as if it's a playoff game. While the New York Knicks are treating this as a regular Tuesday night here in the Garden. Muhammad with the Muhammad. No JB tonight, Cats night. It should indeed be Cats night. David Hodge Jr., what's up, David? He said USA Baseball, 8 p.m. Indeed, USA versus Venezuela, right? That's the game. That's the matchup. Angela Harding, what's up, Angela? Rizo, what's up, Rizo? Let's take a look real quick. Not the Knicks. We don't need the Knicks injury report because we know who's playing for the Knicks. No Jaylen Brunson, no Deuce McBride. Although we do have a Deuce McBride update. We'll get to Deuce McBride when it's time to get to Deuce McBride. So let's get to the Pacers injuries because obviously we know everybody's playing. Michael Potter's questionable. Obi Toppin is questionable. Ben Shepherd is questionable. Quentin Jackson's questionable. McConnell's questionable. All these players are questionable. Nembhard's questionable. Zubac is questionable. Neesmith is questionable. Siakam is doubtful. So no Siakam. But everybody else on this Pacers team is questionable, and I can tell you right now, I'm expecting everybody else to play. I'm expecting everybody. David said Deuce is clear for full contact. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bruce Fowler, what's up, Bruce? Absolutely. We'll get to Deuce. We'll break it down a little bit more when we get to Deuce. But let's go ahead and go to OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby is going to be playing second fiddle, the second star, the second go-to guy for Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks here tonight with no Jaylen Brunson. Obviously, everybody in the pecking order just kind of goes up one more. So no Brunson, Towns goes up to the main dude, Anunoby goes up to the second dude, and we know what to expect from OG. He's been playing perfectly fine. He's been the third guy. Let's see if he can scale his game up to be the second guy here tonight against a down and out Indiana team. But when fully healthy, still good. And when playing hard, still good. So we know what to expect from OG in terms of he should be able to bring the defensive. His being a defensive anchor on the court here today. And I'm expecting him to knock down shots and be very aggressive going to the rim. We need that version of OG Anunoby here tonight for sure. For sure. David Hodge Jr. said, might have a Cola exciting. We might. And of course we'll get to him because we do have a player graphic made for him. Now, the question everybody has been asking is what the heck is going on with Mikal Bridges? Because even though he's been bad before in the past, even though I don't even want to say he's been bad before this season because, of course, he's been bad this season. But in the sense that he was having a very good, very consistent season this season, especially in comparison to how he was last season, where he started off extremely slow. And then as the season went on, he got better and better and better. He started off strong this season. And then as the season went on, he got more inconsistent and slightly worse as the season's gone on until we got to this point where I think a lot of people are like, do we just bench him? Does he go to the bench, right? We've been talking about Josh Hart for forever. Does he just goes to the bench now? And I don't think that's the answer. I still think he's providing good value defensively, although these last 2 or 3 games here, the defense has not been up to snuff at all. So now what's his value if the offense is bad and the defense is not up to snuff? What is the value of Mikal Bridges right now, right? I get that for sure. But David said Mikal needs rest. Yeah, I think we just need to break this Iron Man streak, brother. Go sit down. You look tired out there. You don't have your legs under you. You're not keeping up with guys running past you. You were not sprinting the court the way you have been sprinting the court earlier in the season in order to get easy baskets. You are not doing the things that get you to the spot or that have gotten you to the spot in your career where you were seemingly a high-value two-way guy. Because right now you're a no-way guy. The defense isn't there. The offense isn't there. What is your value to this team? It's gotten to the point where, and I think rightfully so, people are like, yo, just put Landry Shamet in the rotation for him, man. Just start stripping down Mikal Bridges' minutes. Put Landry Shamet out there. Because even though Shamet is a limited basketball player, at least he's still getting the shots up. He shoots it with volume, whereas Mikal Bridges is not shooting it well right now, and neither is he even getting the shots up that we need him to at least get the shots up with. And Shamet is still playing good point of attack defense, whereas that's not really a strength of Mikal Bridges' game on the defensive side of the ball. And so if it's not, I don't really know where we can put you right now, right? So at this point, I don't know what we do with Mikal. I think you just kind of got to ride it out until he finds himself again. Maybe because we know he's not sitting. We know he's not taking a rest, to David Osh Jr.'s point. We know he's not taking a rest for whatever reason. He really values this Iron Man streak and being out there every night for his team. Maybe the way you get him a rest is by scaling down his minutes. He only played 21 minutes the other night against the Santa Cruz Warriors. So hopefully here tonight, even if he gets another 20 or so minutes game performance here tonight, it's slowly getting him the rest he needs as the season goes on. Here's the thing. The Knicks play tonight, and then they don't play again until Friday. So he'll have 2 days off. He'll have Wednesday and Thursday to recuperate, recover himself. I believe it's another home game for the New York Knicks. As a matter of fact, I could check that right now because they played these last 2 games at home. And so the next game they're playing it's at Brooklyn. So they're still staying in New York. And then it's still in New York versus Washington and versus New Orleans. Cool. And then before they go on another 3-game road trip again. But before that, they will be home until Tuesday, March 24th. So good, solid. They're good. They're good. And then they have 2 days off before they go on the road. Oh, no, my bad. They have a day off, and then they go play at Charlotte, which is, North Carolina, not very far at all. It's not very far travel at all. And then they have 2 days off before they have to go travel to Oklahoma City to play them. So they're good. They're good in terms of the rest that they'll be able to recuperate here because they had Utah, bad team, Indiana, bad team, but they played the Knicks well. Golden State, bad team, but for whatever reason, the Knicks played down to the competition. Indiana, another bad team. We'll see how the game goes here tonight. Brooklyn, bad team. Washington, bad team. New Orleans, even though they have been playing better lately, they are a bad team. And then you have tough games coming up with Charlotte, Oklahoma City, and Houston. So if we're talking about rest, I bring all that up because if we're talking about rest for a guy like Mikal Bridges, who we know is not going to take his rest, maybe he can get it in these games, either by the Knicks blowing teams out or just limiting his minutes here. Because for whatever reason, he refuses to take them. Mr. Nixon, what's up, Mr. Nixon? How serious do you think Jaylen Brunson's injury is? 0% serious. I think it's just a resting injury management kind of situation for Jaylen Brunson. Ocean View Coffee Shop, what's up, Ocean View? David said Pacers are not easy money. No, they are not. For whatever reason, they just tend to play the Knicks extremely hard. They treat these as rivalry playoff types of matchups, whereas the Knicks treat them as another regular season game against the tanking team. And they have obviously gotten burned by that already once this season. They're 2-1 against the tanking Pacers here. But the Pacers did also play the Oklahoma City Thunder very seriously, and they stole a win against the Thunder earlier in the season, about a month ago. So if that tells you anything, all it tells you is that they are purposely losing these games. The Indiana Pacers are not this bad of a team. They should only have 15 wins on the season. If they took these games seriously, they would be sitting with probably double the wins. They'd probably be, 30-23 right now or so, or 30-33. They'd be hovering around 500. They should be a 500 team, but because they dealt with the injury bug so early in the season, got off on the wrong foot, they had already just pivoted and said, okay, you know what, it's a tanking year. Right, it's a great draft anyway. We got lucky and got our draft pick back, so let's just tank it out, right? And make sure we get as high of a pick as possible. And then they still even managed to trade for a borderline all-star level center in Zubac and still keep a top 4 pick this season. If it falls in top 4, that's the hope, is that it falls to 5 or below and they lose the pick this season. Yak said, is Mitch playing? Mitchell Robinson is indeed playing. That's a good point, Yak, but we'll get to Mitchell Robinson in a second here. First, let's get to Josh Hart, because with all the talk surrounding Mikal Bridges and his minutes and whether or not he should still be starting and the conversation of that, the conversation about Josh Hart going to the bench and being the starter benched is such it has such a negative connotation to it. Obviously, we want Josh Hart playing 25 some odd minutes a night anyway, but maybe not necessarily as the starter, just because of the lineups that I think we could take advantage of with Josh Hart would put him in a situation where we could accentuate his strengths rather than try to figure out ways to hide his deficiencies. And ultimately, the way it plays out when he's in the starting lineup, he becomes the focal point because teams refuse to guard him, and they dare Josh Hart of the 5 starters to beat them. And it's just been an issue going on 2 years now with Josh Hart in the starting lineup. Nembhard said, put Josh Hart on the bench. I just think it would benefit Josh Hart. I just don't think that his ego can survive it, right? When he started the year, he had an issue coming off the bench. John Corley, what's up, John? So, you know what? I've said it before in the sense where, you know what? If Josh Hart has to start, fine. But pull him from the game 3 or so minutes into it. Let him come out. Let him tell him. Go crazy. You're coming out within 3 minutes. Like, use up any, set the tone, play extremely hard, go for every rebound. I'm going to pull you out early, right, and give you some rest. And then we're going to go with a different lineup. And then we're going to bring you back in a couple of more minutes in the first quarter to end the first quarter, right? Utilize him that way. Don't play him the first 6 or 7 minutes of the quarter with the rest of the starters. We don't have to do that, right? Having him come out and set the tone, bringing somebody in to utilize the starting lineups, the things that they do well to accentuate those things, and then bring Josh Hart back in when other teams are getting a little tired to go up against other bench units that come into the game. It's like, come on. That seems like the way to go if we have to start Josh Hart. And it's starting to look like not starting. It's always looked that way, that we have to start Josh Hart. So, Yak said, weird part, Josh was never a starter. He was never a starter until he became the favorite player of all time of Tom Thibodeau. Until he became Tom Thibodeau's new Luol Deng. I'm just going to play this guy forever and run him into the ground. And now Josh Hart fancies himself as a starter. And, to be fair, the guy last year averaged 9.6 rebounds, 12 and 9.5 rebounds. This year he's averaging around 12, 7.5, and 5. So he could get a triple-double on any given night. And so he feels like, yeah, I'm a starter. I'm in the prime of my career, 30 years old. I feel good. I'm a starter in the NBA. The problem is, in this starting lineup for a team competing for a championship, I just don't necessarily think his best spot on the team is as a starter. But we've had these conversations before, and I think it's a moot point because he's not going out of the starting lineup. Not anytime soon, because the guy you would replace him with is Deuce McBride. And Deuce McBride, is he my guy next? It's not. It's Mitchell Robinson. Deuce McBride is not yet available for the Knicks in the rotation. But we'll get to that. NBM, what's up, NBM? Mo D, the savior in the making? I mean, I hope so, but we'll definitely not yet. David said we just need Deuce back. Yeah. I think Deuce solves a lot of issues that this team is currently going through right now in terms of shot making, in terms of consistency, in terms of point of attack defense, in terms of lineup versatility. All of those things, guess what? Deuce McBride will definitely help solve. He's not the savior of they're so inconsistent. They wouldn't be that without Deuce McBride. They would still be somewhat inconsistent. When Deuce McBride was healthy early in the season, they were still very inconsistent. But he definitely helps fill a lot of the gaps that the Knicks have been dealing with, especially lately. Doug Fresh, what's up, Doug? Angela Harding said, what's wrong with JB? Just a little rest. Just a little rest for JB. Ian Parkins, what's up, Ian? He said, you're wrong in this one. The Knicks are better with Josh starting. We saw it earlier in the season. He's our dog. Early in the season when it was fresh and he got in the starting lineup, it was solid for 2 or 3 weeks. And what has happened since, Ian? The starting lineup has consistently, for almost a month now, gone off to slow starts, right? And I think it's a multitude of factors playing into it. It's not just the Josh Hart thing. But again, Josh Hart becomes the focal point of the team in the starting lineup at the start of games because teams don't guard him. Teams are just refusing to guard Josh Hart. And so what the team's offense boils down to is, can Josh Hart, number one, is he willing? And number two, when he is willing, can he knock down a perimeter shot? That's what the offense tends to boil down to with Josh Hart in starting lineup because the book is out. Josh Hart doesn't want to shoot threes. He's not confident in that jump shot. I don't care what the percentage says. I don't care what it says. It says 40% so far in the season, although it has kind of died down to around 36, 37%, which is normally where it usually is, but that's on low volume. I love Josh Hart. I want him playing 25 some odd minutes a night, maybe even 30 against certain matchups depending on who he's playing. But if you are consistently the guy targeted against on offense, then maybe that's not where you should be, right? Maybe that's not the best spot for you to be in. And if we're going to start cherry picking certain stats, for the first 10 times he started, the Knicks were awesome. It's because it was fresh, it was new, they got him back in the starting lineup. Teams weren't necessarily ready for that. But we have a very large sample size going back to last season. And now this season, where the starting lineup is in the negative. They haven't been ahead in the first quarter, in the first 6 minutes of the starting lineup's minutes in, I forget when it was. I think it was January, the last time they led with Josh Hart in the starting lineup before substitutions came in for this team. Ian Parkin said, we're soft without him in the lineup. How do we quantify soft, brother? How do we quantify soft? Because the Knicks are by far the best rebounding team in the league. Josh Hart is not fighting anybody on the court. He doesn't stand up for any of his teammates. When was the last time you saw Josh Hart get into a scuffle? Like, we only say Josh Hart's not soft because he flexes in the camera every now and again. To me, soft conversations is the silliest thing because there's no way to quantify what toughness is. Like, who's tough, right? Do we not quantify Karl-Anthony Towns as tough because, cherry-picked pictures come out of him and we go, hey, he's sassy, right? Or he's fruity, or however people weirdly like to describe it? Toughness is not an issue that this team deals with. Not at all. This team is constantly ranked in the top, whatever percentage of the league in terms of making comebacks. Is that not toughness? Is that not digging down deep? Is that not Jaylen Brunson's identity stamped out onto this team of toughness? Is it not Mitchell Robinson dominating the boards? Is that not toughness? Right? If we were so worried about toughness, wouldn't it make sense to start Mitchell Robinson then? Toughness is not a thing that is an issue for 99% of teams in the NBA. Toughness is usually marked out in like rebounding battles, and the Knicks are one of the best rebounding teams in the NBA. I'm not looking for Josh Hart to bring toughness to this team. Again, he doesn't stand up to anybody. He's shaking hands with Draymond Green after a game. Was that tough? Or was that one of the softest things we've seen, a team do? Right? Shake hands with Draymond Green after he and your second best player got into it? Josh Hart was one of the first guys over there shaking hands, taking pictures, laughing with Draymond Green. They're probably talking about what kind of podcast content they're going to make after the show, after the game, what kind of show they're going to put on. I mean, I just think the whole toughness conversation is silly. It's a silly thing. Eric C., what's up, Eric? How's it going? It's going good. Tonight, I'm expecting a blow. Not expecting. I'm hoping for a blow. I got a weird feeling about tonight's game that I think it's going to go really well for the Knicks with no Jaylen Brunson. Yak said, we don't look great to start the season because Mitch was out with Hart to start the season. This season? Yeah. Ian said he plays hard every game. Yeah, so does Brunson. So does Mitchell Robinson. So does Karl-Anthony Towns. So does OG Anunoby. So does, Jose Alvarado. The team is not tough because Josh Hart is in the starting lineup. It's not like I'm saying send him to Siberia. I want him off the team. He'd still be on the team. So if we're worried about Josh Hart brings toughness to the team, he's still on the team. Joe said there's nothing wrong with giving a handshake to an opposing player, but if they get tough towards you, don't do it. It's not that. It's just clearly there's beef between Draymond Green and Karl-Anthony Towns, and everybody was still like, hey, shout out my guy. Shout out that guy Draymond Green who was talking smack about Karl-Anthony Towns, my teammate. But yeah, let's yuck it up on the sidelines after the game, after the Warriors just beat us. Sure. David said we're going to run more with Alvarado. That should be the game plan. And again, I think it's going to throw the Pacers off because they're going to fundamentally play different without Jaylen Brunson, obviously. So it's going to be good. Yak said Brunson and Curry did everything but hold hands after yesterday's game. Pretty much. But Curry didn't play. And Curry is, by all accounts, like a really nice guy around the league. It's different. It's different in that regard. Everybody likes Steph Curry. Nobody likes Draymond Green, except apparently for New York Knicks players not named Karl-Anthony Towns, which is just a fundamentally different relationship you would have after the buzzer sounds. And Steph Curry didn't play. So it's like, hey, let me go ahead and dap up, one of the 10 greatest players of all time who's probably winding down his time in the NBA. Bruce Fowler, what's up, Bruce? Cole exciting? Maybe. Let's get to it. Rated TNIG, what's up, Rated? Curry hasn't notoriously taken shots at Cat. Absolutely, Rated. Absolutely. I think that is indeed, I agree with you. I think that is indeed the distinguishing factor between like the relationships of, go dap up Steph Curry, one of the 10 greatest players of all time who didn't even play in that game. So yeah, the buzzer sounded, go see Steph Curry, take a picture with him. It doesn't even matter. Everybody likes Steph Curry. As opposed to that other guy, Draymond Green, literally his teammates don't even like him. Rada said it's about supporting your brother. It's a way to try and kiss up to notorious aggressor towards one of your teammates. Yep, I agree. Even if you have a good relationship with Green, don't do it on the court right after the game ended and yuck it up in front of the cameras. Don't do that. Wait, walk off, wave at him, and then go behind in the locker room where there aren't any cameras and go give him a hug. Then go dap him up. But to do that publicly in front of your team was some of the silliest, weakest stuff I think I've ever seen from a team. Honestly, like a whole team. The whole Knicks did it. The whole Knicks were at fault in that. AD Series said, what's good, AD Series? Looking dapper today. Appreciate you, brother. He says, Thunder fan just passing by to say, have a good day, my friend. Appreciate you, 80 series. You guys have an easy game today, don't you? The Thunder are playing them. Oh, not an easy game. You're playing the Magic. That's a tough one. You only have 17 points in the first quarter. That's not great. But let's keep it going. We know Mitchell Robinson dominated this previous matchup against the Pacers. Career high 23 rebounds. So Karl-Anthony Towns is available today. We should be seeing a little bit of the double big lineup in Mitchell Robinson. I'm hoping can have not a repeat performance. I don't think he's going to have another career high performance from on rebounding, but we should be seeing a big night from our bigs overall, whether it's Karl-Anthony Towns, Mitchell Robinson, or hopefully both of them combined. Now we get to Deuce McBride, and everybody's been putting it in the chat. We've mentioned it earlier. Deuce McBride has been cleared for contact, which is like, ooh. Everything that is reported is that, yeah, he's on track, and there's now heavy optimism, as I just pulled my pointer apart, there's now heavy optimism that Deuce McBride will be back for the last couple of regular season games, right? We're hoping, like, somewhere between 5 to 10, obviously, but, like, around the last 5 to 7 games of the regular season, we can see Deuce McBride back, start building some of that rotation and chemistry back, start getting him a rhythm before we go into game 1 of the playoffs. David said Draymond is a clown and a big mouth. Don't say a damn word. Yeah, Draymond, nobody likes Draymond. It's funny, I just watched a podcast with a beat reporter, not a beat reporter, but somebody who, like a content creator who has covered the Warriors for like a decade now. And he was on the podcast talking with somebody, and he was like, yeah, I'm kind of done with Draymond. Like, nobody likes Draymond. Warriors fans don't like Draymond. And it's like, yeah, shout out to Draymond. He was huge and instrumental in winning the championships, but at this point, shut up. Like, everybody's done with him. Everybody. Rafael Torres with the Raf. Hopefully we'll beat them by 30 points. I don't see a 30-point blowout here tonight. But again, I do want to see if you guys have, I'll pull it up over here, but if you guys have exactly who is available to play, because I just went through their injury report that was reported on ESPN earlier today, and that was pretty much everybody on the roster was listed as questionable, which is obviously not great. Not great. Landry Shaman's been in a little bit of a shooting slump. It kind of coincides with Mikal Bridges also being in a shooting slump. So we need one of these guys to wake up. That would be great, guys. If, one of you guys can consistently knock down shots, because we definitely need that, especially in the absence of Deuce McBride. So, his point of attack defense continues to be solid, and he is the next man up if Mikal Bridges is going to be benched. I have the starting lineup here. We're talking to TJ McConnell, Aaron Nesmith, Kobe Brown, Jairus Walker, and Ivica Zubac. Okay, so Zubac is playing. That Demon McConnell is playing. That is horrifying. Nesmith is in the starting lineup. But no Nembhard, no Siakam. Who else do I not see here? Toppin, wouldn't start. Shepard wouldn't start. Jackson, I don't think, would start. No Nembhard, who's the guy who consistently kills the Knicks. Knicks should be all right. No Nembhard, no Brunson, though. But the Knicks, I think, should be all right. Alvarado versus McConnell is going to be kind of a hilarious matchup, 200-size guards. Nick Jackson, I think it's because it's now a millionaire club and today's players get together when in the same town or event when they can. In terms of, like, them being friends off the court, I just think, like, it's really not that serious. Like, you're right. They make a ton of money. King Leo, the subscription. Appreciate you, King Leo. But I also just think, like, guys are a little bit more older and mature. And also, what it truly boils down to is the fact that these guys are in communication since they're in high school, right? As opposed to before, like, you couldn't, like, the top guy from, New York, the top high school kid from New York is not in communication with the top high school kid in Seattle, or the top high school kid in California. Like, these guys were all the way apart and grew up playing basketball their way, and then went to the colleges that they went to. Obviously, they saw each other maybe occasionally if they attended the same tournaments, but didn't really play against each other the way these guys play against each other now. But, like, the top 5 guys in high school from sophomore year are in communication, right? Through Instagram, through Facebook, through Twitter, through whatever, through Snapchat, Like, these guys are in constant communication. They know each other, and they're communicating with each other, talking about the things they're going through. Like, oh yeah, man, there's so much pressure to perform, or oh man, like what kind of contracts are you being offered? Like what was the scouting like when we were being recruited to these colleges or whatnot? Like what are we going through? Because you don't really have anybody to talk to because nobody's on your level. Mark said, LOL, not Facebook. No, not anymore. Not Facebook. But, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, all those. Maybe a little bit of Facebook. Who knows? One of them could be old school. That's crazy that Facebook's now old school. But, these guys are in constant communication since they were kids. They kind of, at this point, obviously without being in the same place as each other, they've grown up together, Like Cam Boozer, AJ DeBanston, Darren Peterson, they've known each other for like four years now. They've known each other for like 4 years now. And that's before they even step foot in the NBA, right? Whereas before, the first time these guys might possibly meet each other as high talented prospects is in the college game, during a tournament, during a big nationally televised college game, right? And at that point, you've been compared to each other so many times. And you're reading in the paper like, oh, maybe that guy's better than this guy. And you're thinking, I'm going to go kill this guy. I'm going to smoke him here tonight. I'm going to run him off the court, right? And that builds kind of animosity before you even get to know the guy. So it's just fundamentally, there's just more communication. These guys are in communication constantly. So by the time you get to the NBA, I don't have animosity for you. Like when we're on the court, I'm competing against you and I want to beat you. I don't have animosity towards you because I know you better than the public thinks that they know us. And that's something that they can get along with. But that's a different subject for another day. I'm ranting too much. We got 7:36 to go. Let's load up the game. Jose Alvarado is in the starting lineup tonight for... Can I watch the Knicks broadcast here? I can't watch the Knicks broadcast here, can I? Oh my goodness, they're going to let me watch the Knicks broadcast here? I'm on Prime. I'm not even on the Gotham Sports app. Can I actually cancel my Gotham Sports app subscription? Mark said, okay, Dad? Come on, brother. We're not that old. We are not that old. I forgot it's St. Patrick's Day. So shout out to everybody who celebrates, man. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Kanyan Pebber, what's up, Kanyan? Brunson is out tonight, so yes, we have a new starting lineup. I love how y'all be asking the question that Mike Brown already gave the answer to already. Yes, Jaylen Brunson is out. Jose Alvarado in the starting lineup. He has been struggling mightily. They have it up here, 17 games with the Knicks. He's averaging 5.6 points, 3.6 assists, 1.1 steals. Not great. Obviously, he was averaging over 8 with the Pelicans, and this was honestly a little bit lower than where he was in previous season with the Pelicans. So the offense is not where it needs to be. I need to see Jose Alvarado have at least one more good offensive game before going into the playoffs. Maybe it's here tonight with him in the starting lineup. Maybe he's got it going. Nick Yak said, I would love to see a little more too big tonight if we are not in foul trouble. I tend to agree, Yak. With no Jaylen Brunson, I don't think we see any of those 3-guard configurations that Mike Brown has touted out every now and again. I think you lean more towards your bigs, and that would include, obviously, Karl Anthony Towns, because he is now your go-to 1A guy with Jaylen Brunson out. But let's run down the end of the Knicks rotation here. We got Mo Diawara, the prodigal son, the savior, Mo Diawara, the future of the New York Knicks. He's been looking like a rookie lately, let's be honest. Let's keep it real. He's not looked all that great. Obviously, the talent is still tantalizing. His movement, the way he moves out there, he just looks like, oh, he's the real deal. But he's still, especially these last couple of games, has shown how raw he truly is. Can still struggle with some decision-making at times in terms of when to be aggressive to go to the rim or when to spot up and shoot the three. Hasn't really shown the propensity of having a go-to in-between game right now, which is to be expected. He was the 51st overall pick. He's 20 years old. He's in a new country, playing in a new league, a completely different style of game. So, to be expected, but he's still very important for the Knicks in order to, continue to move forward as a team, because as a big wing, you can never have more than enough of those. David, Donald Moore Music, what's up, Don? Mo's going to look good after Eid al-Fatir. Did I pronounce that right? Eid al-Fatir? Eid, I do know Eid. Mo's going to look good after Eid. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, he is fasting. So that could also be contributing to it a little bit. I'm really looking forward to Mo Diawara really figuring it out. Donna said, the fact that he's playing as good as he is without hydrating during the game is crazy. It is absolutely insane. I love that you brought it up, Don, because that is something that I consistently forget to bring up with Mo Diawara. He is fasting. He's not hydrating during the game. He's obviously not drinking or consuming anything during the day. He's fasting. But the fact that he's able to have this breakout, during this time is crazy, and it should go a long way to thinking that Mo Diawara is actually the real deal. You guys know how I feel about Big Mo. I feel like he is. Oof. Mark said, I'm on team, forget the streak Bridges. I'm with you, Mark. I'm with you for sure. So we are getting ready for the game now as we're about to go on. Jeremy Sohan still locked in the gulag, get spot minutes here and there. But with all the bigs available for the New York Knicks today, I don't expect Jeremy Sohan to get minutes. The guy we do expect to get minutes, maybe, well, Jordan Clarkson we know is likely to get minutes. He's kind of been in the rotation a little bit, especially with the Knicks struggling offensively recently. Buzzer Beater, what's up, Buzzer Beater? But the guy we could see get minutes today, we know Jaylen Brunson is Tyler Kolek. Maybe we see TK. I know a lot of people have been advocating for TK recently, so. The Fleet said Mamdani's shooting better than Bridges right now. Kinda is. We spent our entire time ranting about the New York Knicks and other things. We didn't really get to the Pacers, but the Pacers, no Siakam, no Nembhard. Should be no problem for the Knicks, who are, as they're obviously also without Halliburton for the season. Zubac is available. We'll see how much he plays. Hopefully the Knicks can run him off the court a little bit. Nesmith is available. And McConnell is starting for Nembhard. Toppin, I think, is available, but they didn't say it. We'll see as the game goes on. We know Jay Huff is available. Jay Huff, a 3-and-D kind of big man, protects the rim, can shoot the three, but I don't think the Knicks are too worried about Jay Huff here tonight. But here we go. Start the tip, let it go, and we are off as the Pacers win the tip. There we go. Nesmith has it up top for the first possession. They get it over to Walker. Walker down the lane to his right, kicks it out. Brown pump fake, swings through to his right, down the lane, puts up the floater over Anunoby, and Kobe Brown gets it to go down for the first shot of the game for Indiana. I got a good feeling about our Knicks here tonight. Got a good feeling. Rated, appreciate you, brother. Alyssa Lester, appreciate you, Alyssa. Towns has it up top. Hands it off to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Nesmith over to Anunoby, curling off a screen inside the Towns. Towns goes up, layup, got it to go for Karl Anthony Towns. Yes, sir. We're tied at 2. And we are tied at 2. McConnell gets it over to Walker, being guarded by Alvarado. Back to McConnell. McConnell has it up top. Cross-court pass. Kobe Brown, a right corner three. Is he feeling it? Oh, he's feeling it to start the game. Kobe Brown said, don't forget about me. So I don't even have a player graphic, but I came ready to hoop. I'm ready to have my Garden moment. Towns has it up top. Towns lobs it down low to Anunoby in the post. Being guarded by Brown. Coming to his right. Stops. Spins. Leans in. Fall-away jumper over him. Way off. Can't get it to go. That's good defense from Brown. It's a bad option for OG Anunoby there to shoot that fall-away jumper over him when he was already off balance. Josh Hart picks the pocket of Walker there. And Alvarado pushing it the other way. Alvarado in the lane. Leaves it off for Hart. Hart attacking to his left in the paint. Fall-away jumper for him over McConnell. And he gets a nice off bounce as he gets it to go down. Okay, Josh Hart. 10:30 to go here in the first quarter. We're just getting it going here. Walker has it on the left wing, coming to his right, driving it down against Josh Hart. Josh Hart picks his pocket again. That's 2 in a row. Bounce pass to Hart, bad pass from Alvarado. But they get it to Bridges in the lane as he smokes a layup. Bridges down. He's hurt. Bridges is hurt. Mikal Bridges had a wide open layup, smokes it, and he's hurting. He did ultimately jog back here, but get him out of the game. Shaman going to the scorer's table. Josh Hart used the foul. Alvarado and Karl Anthony Towns waving to the bench saying, no, he's fine. Just get him out of the game. See the replay on it. That's not good. He went up for a layup, double clutched it as he went down hard. Josh Hart got the putback, by the way. I wasn't even focused on the shot. I was more focused on watching Mikal Bridges as he went down. Oh, I saw it. He rolled the ankle. He rolled the ankle. I thought maybe it was a knee, but he rolled the ankle, and he's going to remain in the game. Just go out of the game, brother. Go take a rest. Nesmith has it up top, coming to his right, coming to his left to get it over to McConnell. McConnell swings through to his right against Alvarado. Gets to the mid-range, pull-up jumper, too strong, can't get it to go. Towns the rebound. Quick outlet to Alvarado. Alvarado pushing it the other way. It is 6-5, under 10 to go. Alvarado in the right wing, coming to his left off a Towns screen. Gets it over to Towns. Towns, mid-post, right wing, fall-away one-legged jumper. Got it to go for Karl Anthony Towns. He could not knock down that shot with regularity last season. He's knocking it down this season, though. Knocking down that mid-range fall-away jumper this season. McConnell gets it over to Nesmith. Catch and fire three over Alvarado, and he gets it to go, and we're tied at 8. Comes Alvarado bringing it down the other way. Kwame Robertson, what's up, Kwame? No Brunson. No Brunson today. Towns has it up top. They get it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart gets it over to Bridges. Bridges, jab step, coming to his left, back up top to Towns. Towns catches, pump fakes, over to Alvarado, coming to his right. Alvarado pulls it all the way back, steps back, swings it out. Anunoby wide open, left corner three. Line me up, Can't get it to go. Towns snatches the offensive rebound in the lane, goes back up, can't get the putback to go, and Zubac snatches the rebound eventually. Now here comes Nesmith pushing it the other way. Nesmith gets it over to McConnell. McConnell behind the back, coming to his left, spins to his right, down the lane, fall away jumper, got it to go over Alvarado there. And Indiana retakes their lead, 10-8. And here come the Knicks. Isaiah Garner said, finally, Mikal is human. I mean, just go take a breather, man. You rolled the ankle. Josh Hart over to Alvarado. A 3 for Alvarado. A 3 for Jose Alvarado. Finally, a shot went down for Jose Alvarado, who's really struggled from range this season. Or since coming over to the New York Knicks. He's really struggled from range. 10-11. They get it over to Zubac. Zubac throws in the floater. Got it to go on the pass from McConnell. Off the little pick and roll. Comes Josh Hart pushing it the other way. 8-10 to go here in this first quarter. Josh Hart on the right wing being guarded by Walker. Coming to his left. Driving it down. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Right corner. Catches. Pump fake. Jab step. Coming to his left. Back up top to Hart. Hart gets it over to Towns. Towns on the right wing. Steps behind the three-point line. Pump fakes. Driving to his right against Zubac. Down the lane. Swings it out. Extra pass. Anunoby. Pump fake. One dribble. Puts up the left wing 3. Got it to go for OG Anunoby. And I like the Knicks offense. Moving and grooving right now. Everybody getting the opportunity to make something happen. And everybody has made something happen, except for Mikal Bridges. Walker has it up top. Walker hands it off to McConnell. McConnell catches, pump fakes, coming around the screen. Josh Hart switches onto him. He's driving to his right, puts up the fall-away jumper over Josh Hart. Can't get it to go. It's excellent defense so far tonight from Josh Hart. He's been fantastic. Hit head to Anunoby, pulling his way down the lane. A lot of contact, throws up the layup. Got it to go. No foul call for OG. And that's what I want to see, a little bit of bully ball from the New York Knicks. Here comes McConnell bringing it down, especially Anunoby and Towns, and I think both of them have definitely brought that level of intensity so far to start. Nesmith down the lane, kicks it out to McConnell, swings it out to Walker. Josh Hart runs him off the line. Walker driving to his left, step back, fall away, long baseline 2, can't get it to go. More excellent defense from Josh Hart to start the night. They get it over to Alvarado. Alvarado pushing, trying to turn on the Jets. Along the baseline, keeps the dribble alive, kicks it up top. OG Anunoby standing there all by himself, and he knocks down the 3. What a driving kick from Jose Alvarado. And it's a 19-12 start. I told you I had a good feeling about tonight. A timeout from the Indiana Pacers will give us our first break of the game. Nick Yak said, I thought this would be a game first to 10 points. I had a good feeling about tonight's game. I still have that good feeling about tonight's game. I feel like tonight, the Knicks get back on track. Everybody needs it. Susan said, Jose Alvarado's on fire tonight. I like the way Jose Alvarado's come out. He's not trying to do too much. He's not trying to fill in for Brunson. He's not trying to be Brunson. He's just playing his game and allowing everybody else to play the way they need to play. Anunoby's already gone a couple of open threes. Towns, 2 for 3 from the field. Again, not force-feeding anything to Karl Anthony Towns. We got 6:50 to go. Josh Hart, 4 points and some fantastic stout defense. He's picked the pocket of Nesmith twice, and he's defended both Jarace Walker, Nesmith, and TJ McConnell extremely well on back-to-back-to-back possessions. So shout out Josh Hart, who I think has just turned this game upside down with his defense. Mikal Bridges yet to score. He did roll the ankle. A rebound and 2 assists, though. He's getting involved in other areas. And Alvarado, he finally knocked down a shot, guys. 3 points, also the 3 assists. So as long as shots are falling, the Knicks offense tends to look good. And so far here tonight, the shots are falling. Joe said, Anunoby 2 for 3 from three-point range already. Yep, absolutely. Joe's that's a shame not getting long minutes, hopefully. Well, Mikal did roll the ankle. Oh, he stays in the game. He looks fine. Hopefully he's all right. But Charles Austin, what's up, Charles? This is how the Knicks should be doing in the first quarter. Absolutely, Charles. Absolutely. Jason, what's up, Jason? I'm doing well, Jason. Hopefully you're doing well. Eric C. remind people to hit the like button. Show love for Knicks dub. Appreciate you, Eric C. If you guys are enjoying the show, remember to hit the like button. Go ahead. It is by far the best thing you can do to help support the channel. I'd very much appreciate it. So we are at 7:50 here on the East Coast, right? We're back to our normal start time. Just that's an 8-1-1 for OG. Leading the way so far, 8 points for OG Anunoby. A nice strong drive and transition all the way to the rim. Got the layup to go. Also knocking down the 2 threes. Also some phenomenal ball movement. I think the most positive sign so far tonight is the fact that the 3-point shot's going down for the Knicks. Anunoby with 2, and Alvarado's hit 1 as well. Aisha, what's up, Aisha? The Flea said Bridges needs to sit. I think Bridges is fine. I agree in the sense he needs to sit because he rolled the ankle. You don't need to tough it out, Mikal. You don't need to tough it out. Go sit by your buddy Jaylen Brunson for the rest of the night and be like, my ankle hurts. games played straight, a streak is still alive. You started tonight. You played however many minutes. You played the first 5 minutes of the game. Go sit down, brother. Go sit down. Just that said, do you think OG gets fined every game when he untucks his jersey? It's not a fine. It's technically a technical. If we're going with the rule book verbatim, it is a technical. They get it into Quinn Jackson, who is available tonight. Quinn Jackson bringing it down. You would think Quinn Jackson would be in the starting lineup, but he's not. They get over to Jay Huff, who's come into the game for the first time. He's being guarded by Anunoby. They hand it off to Kobe Brown. Anunoby switches on to him. They get over to Huff in the corner. Pump fakes the handoff, keeps it, kicks it in the corner. Toppin, catches, pump fakes, driving to his left on Bridges, goes along the baseline, pump fake, spins, fall away jumper over Bridges. Got it to go for Obi Toppin. It's a nice, smooth, calm, cool, and collected move from Obi Toppin. Didn't overreact to seeing the help. Pump fake, pivoted away from the help, and knocked down the fall away jumper along the baseline. Just a nice, solid move. Alvarado kicks it over to Towns. Towns up top, coming to his right. Fakes the handoff to Bridges, keeps it, trying to get it to Anunoby. Does. Anunoby coming to his left off the Towns handoff, driving it down in the paint, lefty layup, gets blocked by Brown, gets knocked to the floor. Huff saves it. Alvarado comes up with the steal, though, and he gets the layup. Doesn't get it to go, but Towns right there for the putback. Alvarado missed the layup as J Huff came in to contest him, but Towns was right there to save the play. Here comes Quinn Jackson down the lane, loses the handle, picks it back up, leaves it off to Toppin. Toppin the left corner three up the handoff, and he splashes it nothing but net. Obi Toppin coming into the game and letting it fly, and it's back to 4. On the back of Obi Toppin knocking down back-to-back jumpers. Here comes Alvarado over to Towns. Towns has it up top, being guarded by Huff. Towns gets it over to Anunoby. A bad pass. Ben Shepherd saw it coming. He picked it off. Quinn Jackson leaves it off for Toppin. Toppin back to Jackson. Jackson pump fake, sidestep, step back three over Josh Hart. And Quinn Jackson knocks it down. And it's a 1-point game. Okay, there we go. Jermaine, what's up, Jermaine? Let's go, Knicks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fung Pei, what's up, Fung Pei? Towns has it up top, being guarded by Jay Huff. Hands it off to Bridges. Bridges gets it over to Josh Hart. Bridges fumbling with the ball there. Again, just sit Mikal Bridges for a couple of games, man. Alvarado, the right wing three, knocks another one down for Jose Alvarado. There you go, Alvarado. Get back on track from range. Really struggling from three-point range here. And Tyler Kolek, you guys might want to know, is at the scorer's table getting ready to check in. Quentin Jackson gets it up top to Kobe Brown. Brown lobs it down low to Toppin, being guarded by Alvarado. He sees a double team. They kick it out to Jay Huff, and a bad pass from Toppin, and the ball's going to go back to the Knicks here. And here comes Tyler Kolek, Mitchell Robinson, and Landry Shamet. Okay. Lionel Mona to double Lionel. Great start to the game for Jose Alvarado, man. Love it. Why is Mikal Bridges still in the game? Why is everybody to the bench but Mikal Bridges? Why? He rolled his ankle to start the game. Take him out. Bridges has it up top, coming to his right at the Robinson screen. Cross-court pass to Josh Hart, a right corner three, no hesitation, and Josh Hart rattles it in over Toppin. There you go. When the three-point shot is going down for the New York Knicks, boy, oh boy, does their offense look unstoppable. It really just kind of comes down to, can they knock down their open shots? Because they move the ball so well, they usually generate open shots. Jay Huff trying to answer, he can't. Robinson a rebound, and Mitchell Robinson will bring the ball down. I love it. Hands it off to Shamet. Shamet has it up top. Coming to his right at the Robinson screen, over to Josh Hart. Cross-court pass to Kolek. Kolek being guarded by Toppin. Kolek has it in the left corner. Kolek coming to his right now, over to Shamet. Wide open, left corner three. The ball movement, but can't knock down the shot. Jay Huff knocks the ball loose, but Ben Shepherd picks it up. Here comes Quinn Jackson. Jackson on the left wing, picked up by Josh Hart. Jackson gets it up top to Huff. Huff being guarded by Robinson, coming to his right. Hands it off to Toppin, being chased by Shamet. Down the lane, foul line, pull-up jumper off the bounce. Got it to go for Obi Toppin, who's 3 for 3 on jump shots so far here tonight. Hit ahead to Bridges. Bridges got some space. Now he's going to pull it back out. Gets it over to Robinson. Back to Bridges. Bridges coming to his right at the Robinson screen. Pulls it back out, being guarded by Quinn Jackson. Bridges gets it over to Kolek. Kolek dancing with it. Driving to his left. Spins to his right. Down the lane. Kicks out the Bridges. Right corner three from Mikal. Line me up. Comes up short on it. Get Mikal Bridges out of the game. Not because I don't like him or anything like that, but he rolled his ankle, and he's not moving great right now. Right? He's not moving great. Quinn Jackson, along the baseline, pump fakes, gets it inside to Jay Huff, catches, goes up, gets the little flip shot to go with the right hand over the outstretched hand to Mitchell Robinson, who's coming over on help side to look for the block. 3 minutes to go here. We forget to start the timer. 3 minutes to go here. Kolek gets it over to Hart, now gets it over to Bridges. Bridges in the right corner, coming to his left, back up top to Kolek. Kolek going to run the pick and roll with Robinson. Kolek coming to his left, swings it out to Bridges, over to Josh Hart, ran off the line by Toppin. He's got a lane to the rim, goes up, off glass, got it to go for big Josh Hart, and gives him a little bit of a flex, just a small one for big Josh. Too big, too strong on that drive right there. Quinn Jackson has it on the right wing. They get it over to Jay Huff. Jay Huff gets it over to Shepherd. Shepherd coming to his right. Gets it over to Toppin. Toppin pump fakes. Now back to Shepherd. Shepherd over to Huff. Huff catches, pump fakes, swings it out to Brown, being guarded by Bridges. Shot clock winding down, puts up the three over Bridges. Excellent contest, comes up well short. Loose ball rebound, and Brown was out of bounds when he saved it, so the ball will go back to the Knicks. They'll have to inbound it. And we're going to get a timeout. We're going to get a breather, stoppage and play, a 5-point lead for the Knicks, 29-24, 2.5 to go here in the first quarter. And the Knicks have 29 points so far. Really nice start. Really nice start. McLean Blackwell. What's up, McLean? How's it going? Mark said, get him out. I just don't understand how he plays the first 10 minutes of the game when he smoked the layup because he rolled the ankle. Like, get him out. Send him back to the locker room. Get it retaped. Get something done. This is usually, and this isn't even the normal rotation pattern for Mikal Bridges. He's usually one of the first guys out. I don't understand it. Don't understand it. I mean, look, he's got a rebound and 4 assists, and I think his defense has been, perfectly fine to good, in that range. I think he's been solid on that end. But he has yet to score. And we know, obviously, that's been a huge issue for him as of late. The shot's not going down, and he's not being very aggressive. He's just smoked a layup because he rolled his ankle on the way up. So, clearly, he's not 100%, and I highly doubt we get to see Mikal Bridges actually go towards the basket again this game, because he's not going to look to re-injure or re-aggravate that injury even further to where he might have to be forced to actually miss a basketball game. Just that's a Josh doing the LeBron. Josh Hart with 9, 1, and 2 so far here tonight. I think he's been utterly fantastic. I think the defense has been fantastic from Josh Hart. Driving to the rim. He's knocked down a 3. He's 4 for 4 from the field. This is everything you want from Josh Hart. You want him shooting it confidently from 3 when the shot is there. You want him attacking closeouts and getting to the rim and finishing. You want him playmaking. You want him moving around. You want him locking up defensively. Everything you want from Josh Hart. This is a perfect Josh Hart game. He's playing phenomenally so far. I love it. Raymond said, yes, take him out and put in Mo. Yeah, normally we see Mo Diawara come in for OG Anunoby because size-wise and just body-wise, they're kind of similar, with Mo Diawara being, tall, 6'10" in shoes with a long wingspan, can kind of replicate some of the things OG does. Obviously, he's not nearly the defender that OG is, but can kind of replicate the things that OG does in terms of his size. But, yeah. He didn't come in for OG Anunoby. Who'd they put in? Landry Shamet. And again, usually Landry Shamet comes in for Bridges early in the game. But here we are. I want to see Mo Diawara come in for Mikal Bridges right now. But just that's it. Am I crazy or did Shamet miss 2 shots? I know he missed a corner 3. He was wide open. And I don't think he missed another. I don't remember the other shot he took, if he did take one. They have him here, one shot taken, right? He is 0 for 1 from 3. I remember that one. Susan said, Diawara and Pacom will make an appearance. I hope everybody gets to make an appearance here today, because hopefully this is a blowout and the Knicks run away with it. That is the hope. Raymond Vasquez, what's up, Raymond? Let's go Knicks, baby. Let's go Knicks. Why did I not keep the timer going? We're a full minute behind. A little over 2 minutes to go. Shamet has it up top. 5-point lead, 29-24. Shamet being guarded by Nesmith. Jordan Clarkson and Anunoby back in for Josh Hart and Bridges. No Mo Diawara tonight. They hand it off to Anunoby, and he goes in and throws it down with one hand. Nice shovel pass for Mitchell Robinson, by the way, as Anunoby was curling off an off-ball screen. And it's a 7-point lead for the Knicks. McConnell has it up top, being guarded by Kolek. They lob it down low to Toppin, being guarded by Shamet. Toppin has it in the post, backing him down, picks up his handle inside the McConnell, goes up, layup over Robinson, got it to go. McConnell is fearless in that paint, man. Mitchell Robinson coming over looking for the block shot. McConnell just throws it all the way up there, and it falls down. Anunoby feeds it inside the Robinson, pump fake, sets himself, and throws down a two-handed hammer. There you go. Nice ball movement yet again. The two-man game between Robinson and Anunoby. First it was Robinson to Anunoby. Now it was Anunoby to Robinson. You love to see that. Walker lines up a left wing 3. He can't get it to go. Kolek, too nonchalant with the rebound attempt to get it into Trace Walker. Knocks down the lefty layup over Robinson. Tyler Kolek, too nonchalant with the rebound. McConnell just comes in and sneaks it away from him from behind. We got to be more locked in, Tyler Kolek. They get over to Anunoby. Anunoby throws the lob up top to Robinson. Lob was too high from OG Anunoby there. Robinson got his fingertips on it, but couldn't ultimately guide it through the basket. McConnell has it up top. Swings it out to Walker. Walker gets it down low to Zubac. Zubac has a free run to the basket. Gets fouled by Robinson as Zubac throws it down with two hands. As Anunoby went for the steal and gave him the free lane of the basket. And it's back to a 3-point game with Zubac to the foul line for what could be one more shot. One more point. Donald said, during big blowouts, Pat Riley used to play 4 guards and Ewing. And that was back then. As Zubac gets a friendly roll on the first free throw. So it's 33-31. Where's Mo Diawara? Give me Mo. Give me Mo. Why are we taking Mo out of the rotation? Kolek gets it over to Clarkson. Clarkson hands it off to Kolek. Kolek coming to his left. Swings it out to Shamek. Shamek attacking to his right. Kicks it out to Anunoby. He's going to spot up for the right wing from 3. And OG Anunoby's got the shot here tonight working. Knocks down his third 3 of this first quarter. He's up to 10 points. Did they call that a long 2? No, maybe they just didn't update it properly. Should have 11 points. Either way, it's 36-31. McConnell has it up top, attacking to his left off the Zubac screen. Leads it off to Zubac at the foul line, swings it out. Nesmith, right corner 3, he's got space, and he knocks it down. And is back to a 2-point game. They quickly respond with a 3 of their own. 15 seconds to go. This should be the final shot of the quarter. Clarkson has it up top, being guarded by Walker. Clarkson gets fouled by Jarris Walker. Gets fouled by Jarris Walker. 7 seconds to go here. Nembhard, what's up, Nembhard? Dom Anthony, what's up, Dom Anthony? Knicks just not good. Every game a struggle. Teams play up for the Knicks, brother. Teams play up for the Knicks. I don't think the Knicks have struggled here tonight. They scored 36 points in the first quarter, and honestly, the defense has been fine outside of maybe a couple of breakdowns, but they do have Kolek and Clarkson in the game right now, and that's where your breakdowns are going to come. Anunoby pump fakes, driving to his left against Brown, off glass, got it to go for OG Anunoby. My goodness, he's been dominant in this first quarter. Nesmith is going to fire it up from the half court at the buzzer, not even close, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter right there. 38-34. They put up 38 first quarter points, this New York Knicks. Okay, Jeff Brown, what's up, Jeff? Russell Field, what's up, Russell? Get hot, OG. OG with 15 first quarter points here tonight. My goodness, OG. My goodness. He was hooping. Just that said Mitch has a slow start. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't super active, specifically on the board, but he did have a couple of drop-off dunks. He had a nice pass to OG Anunoby for an assist. I think he was okay. I wouldn't say a slow start, but it wasn't super dominant stretch for Mitch either, so a little bit of both. Dom Anthony said if it wasn't for OG, it'd be a bad quarter. If it wasn't for Obi Toppin, it would have been a bad quarter for the Pacers. See how that goes? I think the Knicks overall played well, right? Anunoby played great because he had the matchup, and he's knocking down his shots. And that's honestly all we could ever ask from OG. Just knock down the open ones. And he has tonight. Leeway, she said, OG going for 85 tonight. Well, if he scored 15 in the first, he'd be on pace for 60, right? So he might go off for 60 if he scores 15 in every quarter. Ozahar said, good game. Yeah, obviously, look, you allowed 34 first quarter points from the Pacers. So the defense could be cleaned up a little bit. I think the Pacers knocked down a couple of tough shots, but they also are just a really well-coached team and just played really wise, really smart overall. But the Knicks could be better, absolutely defensively. Somebody mentioned Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, Mitch could have been better, for sure. There was a scenario where Mitch could have absolutely been better. Yeah, said, being called not good with a 38-point first quarter. That's what I'm saying. They played well overall in the first quarter. The Pacers also did a really good job of matching them. But, again, Kobe Brown hit a 3. I don't know how reliant they're going to be on that. McConnell with 4 points, 4 assists for McConnell. We know McConnell's good. He also knocked down 2 really tough mid-range pull-up jumpers, which we know McConnell does. Trust me, I know he's horrifying. I'm not saying he's going to end up missing those. I'm just saying. The Knicks are forcing them into a couple of tough shots, and they knocked him down. And there were a couple of breakdowns. That, if they clean up, I think they'll be all right in the long term. Here's the thing. The Knicks are really only missing Jaylen Brunson and Deuce McBride tonight, while the Pacers, we know, are missing Siakam and Nembhard and obviously Halliburton for the season. So the Knicks have more options as the game goes on to continue to put up quarters like they just had. I don't know if the Pacers are going to keep up this pace of 34 points in the first quarter for the remainder of the game. We will see. This is why you play the games. You never know how it plays out. But I really like the way the Knicks played in terms of their offensive process, and hopefully they continue the exact same style as the game goes on. Towns hands it off to Kolek. Kolek along the baseline, kicks out to Anunoby. Another three for OG, and another basket for OG Anunoby. My goodness, what a hot shooting star for OG. That's already his fourth made three of the game. 18 points for OG. 4 for 5 from 3. Quinn Jackson gets it over to Walker. Down low to Zubac being guarded by Towns. Zubac backing him down, leans in, righty hook. Towns knocks the ball loose. What a defensive play from Towns. Comes up with the block there. And here comes Kolek bringing it down the other way. Knicks lead by 7. Kolek gets it over to Towns. Pump fakes from 3, driving to his left. He's got a little bit of a lane, leans in, floater off glass, can't get it to go, gets his own offensive rebound, puts it up, can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball rebound. Jackson picks it up, and he's off and running, pushing it the other way. Jackson down the lane, bump Euro, lefty layup, got it to go for Quinn Jackson. Past Mikal Bridges. We just can't let that happen, Mikal. We can't let that happen. Delay of game warning for Quinn Jackson there, who knocked the ball into the crowd after scoring the layup. So it's a 5-point game, 41-36. Minute into this quarter, and Kolek will bring it down against Jackson. Roy Valentino, what's up, Roy? Jojo Vector, what's up, Jojo? Albert, what's up, Albert? They get over to Towns. Towns attacking to his left, puts up the floater, can't get it to go, but a foul on Zubac will send Towns to the foul line for 2 free throws. Zubac not happy with the foul call. Student said the Knicks are going to get the MSG win streak back in full effect. I mean, they should. Very, very light schedule coming up. Very light schedule. We got a Wizards game. Obviously, we have this Pacers game. We had 2 Pacers game. This is the second of the 2. We have the Santa Cruz Warriors. We have the Pelicans coming to town. And I know the Pelicans have been playing better, but we got the Pelicans coming to town. Charles Austin said Knicks' next opponents are considered easy ones. Time to give more minutes to Kolek and Clarkson. Depends. 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 You still got to go out and win those games. We just saw the Knicks in a dogfight against the Santa Cruz Warriors. So not every game that you should win is a guaranteed win. So you still got to go out there and compete and play and win those games. And hopefully they win them in dominating fashion. So without a doubt, those guys should be on the court. But you never know. Quinn Jackson has it up top being guarded by Kolek. Coming to his right off the screen. Jackson down the lane, kicks it out. Jarris Walker, left wing 3, got it to go over Clarkson. Digging too far down. It's just a drive and a kick. And these are part of the reasons why Jordan Clarkson's no longer in the rotation. It's not good enough defense. Towns down the lane, leans in, layup, gets chased down, blocked, but Anunoby picks up the loose ball. They hand it off. Bridges in the lane, throws up a floater, comes up short, can't get the bounce. Towns battling for the rebound, knocks it loose, and the rebound goes to Walker. And Jarris Walker bringing it down. And I believe that's Julian Slauson. And Walker bringing it down, coming to his left off the Zubac screen, lobs it down low to Zubac. Bridges comes up with a steal, knocking it loose, and Clarkson hands it off to Kolek. Kolek pushing it the other way, gets it over to Bridges. Bridges on the left wing. Gets it over to Towns. Towns up top, puts up the straightaway 3 for Towns. Can't get it to go. Rebound Queens on a wild angle. Clarkson tries to save it, but it goes right to Slauson. And now it's a 5-on-4 situation. A terrible decision from Jordan Clarkson there to save it. But he does a good job hustling back, but Walker's still open for 3, and he splashes it. A terrible decision by Clarkson to save that ball. Man, you got to know better, man. You're a veteran. You don't save that there. You don't fall out. You didn't have anybody to throw it to. That's fake hustle. That is fake hustle right there. That's fake hustle from Jordan Clarkson. You dove out of bounds to save a ball where your teammates were just simply getting back on defense. You weren't in position to grab the rebound. You lost it. It's fine. It goes out of bounds. But instead, you dive out of bounds to save it. It was a weak save. You couldn't even throw it up in the air for maybe a teammate to come and try to snatch it out of the air. It's a weak save because he didn't have the footing. So let it go out of bounds. He saves it right to Slauson. Slauson just turns, hit a head pass, and now it's a 5-on-4 situation. I give Clarkson credit. He does a good job hustling back on defense, but ultimately it ends up with a wide open 3 for Jarris Walker. And now it's back to a 1-point game. Come on, Clarkson. And he was also the culprit on the other Walker 3, digging too far deep into the paint and allowing the easy cross-court kick-out pass to the wing. He wasn't even in the passing lane. He was just in the paint standing there. And it's an easy kick-out to Jarris Walker for the open 3. We got to be better than that. If you want to be back in the rotation, you got to be better than that. Yeah, he might score 12 points tonight. He just gave up 6 in back-to-back possessions to Jarris Walker on wide open 3s. Mark said get rid of Mikal. Mikal has made some nice defensive plays here tonight, but 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and 0 points is going to get you crucified in New York, Mikal. There's only so much I can do to help protect you, right? I can praise your defense all night. I think your defense has been fine, even more than fine. I think your defense has been solid tonight. But nobody is going to care if you're also going to throw up another donut, brother. They're not, I can't save you from that. There is no explanation for that. There's no explanation I can give. There's no justification I can give, Mikal. They're calling for your neck, brother. You got to step up. And if the ankle is bothering you to that degree where, like you're not going to be super effective there, go sit on the bench, man. Go sit on the bench. And you played. So your games played streak is on, right? The games played streak is still alive. You played. You logged minutes in the game. Go sit on the bench for the remainder of the game, man. You rolled your ankle. It's fine. Your streak stays alive. I know that's important for you. But go get the rest. You clearly need it. You don't have the legs. You're not running the way you used to. Go get the rest, man. Mark said, we're turning on you, Mikal. I'm trying to protect you, Mikal, but there's nothing I can do with this. There is no protection for this. They put the graphic up on the screen. Let me read it to you. Last 6 games for Mikal Bridges. 6.5 points, 32% from the field, 21% from three-point range, and only 26 minutes. There's nothing we can do. They also take away from the Pacers, 1 point away from the Pacers. I guess one of those Walker threes was a 2. So now it's 43-41. The Knicks get the ball. Here we go. David said, Mikal needs to give our picks back and money out of his pocket. I can't even push back on any of it. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, guys. You're not wrong. I want to push back on it, obviously. But you're not wrong. Kolek has it up top. He's being pressured by Jackson. Kolek gets it over to Clarkson. Clarkson attacking to his left. Has it in the mid-range and pulls it out. Gets it over to Kolek. Kolek gets it over to Bridges. Bridges gets it over to Towns. Towns in the right corner. Pump fakes. He's being guarded by Walker. Towns is going to attack to his left, sees the double team, gets it out to Bridges, right wing 3 for Bridges, fading out of bounds, can't get it to go. Rebound to Zubac, quick outlet to Jackson. Jackson off and running, Jackson on the right wing. Jackson steps through, gets it over to Walker. Walker up top, fakes the handoff, keeps it. Walker coming to his left. Kolek switches onto him. They get over to Slauson. Slauson hands it off to Nesmith, being guarded by Bridges. Looks like Bridges is digging in defensively, knowing the offense is not there right now. I like the way he's playing defensively. I just wish he would make a shot. They get over to Jackson. Jackson swings through to his right, crosses over, step back, puts it up over Clarkson. Well contested, can't get it to go, but the rebound goes back to Jackson. As Clarkson does not chase the rebound, they get over to Slauson, who pump fakes and gets fouled by Bridges, who went for the pump fake at the foul on the floor inside out of bounds. Clarkson not having a good start here tonight, man. Not having a good start for Clarkson. Zane, what's up, Zane? Watch Mikal do something phenomenal in the playoffs. Everyone is going to be changing their tune, which is why I'm not pushing so hard on that, Zane, because I do expect Mikal Bridges to show up for the playoffs. Wholeheartedly, 100%, I expect Mikal Bridges to be fantastic in the playoffs. But I can't defend this right now tonight. Where is he at? I can't defend 0 points. He could have 10 rebounds and 10 assists tonight. You can't defend 0 points. Put the ball in the basket, brother. That is part of your job description. Now, I fully expect them to play well come playoffs time, but guess what? We're not in playoff time right now, so I need you to show up right now, to some degree. A 3 for Slauson on the right wing, and he knocks it down, nothing but net. And here we go. Pacers take a 1-point lead. Get Mikal Bridges out of the game. They got the double big lineup out there, Towns and Robinson. They get over to Towns up top, being guarded by Slauson, coming to his left, fakes the handoff, Towns keeps it, gets it to Clarkson down low, pump fake, 1 dribble, fall away, 1-legged jumper, got it to go for Jordan Clarkson. Okay, sometimes you just need a bucket getter to go get you a bucket. Kobe Brown has it up top. They get it over to Huff. Jay Huff hands it off to Slauson. Slauson coming to his left, pump fake, swings it in the corner to Brown, ran off the line by Bridges, good defense from Bridges, pump fake, leans in, kicks it out, Slauson, pump fakes from 3, being guarded by Town, swings through to his right, step back, spin, pump fake, leans in, throws up the floater with the left hand, way off, looking for a foul, he doesn't get it, Robinson with the rebound, calling for a guard, gets it over to Alvarado, Alvarado has it on the left wing, gets it over to Towns, on the right wing, he puts up the 3 over Slauson, can't get it to go, Robinson the offensive rebound, pulling it back out, shovels it inside to Towns, and the two-handed slam, and the foul by Karl-Anthony Towns, yes sir, off the pass by who? Mr. Mitchell Robinson. They used to call him Magic Johnson back in the day, and he hit him with the hee-hee. He hit him with the offensive rebound. He looked out to the guards, and he said hee-hee, and dropped it off to Karl-Anthony Towns for the two-handed slam. The big men working together, working that chemistry, baby. I love it. I love it. Towns going to the foul line for 1 more. Mitchell Robinson 2 assists, by the way. Bonita Crandon, what's up, Bonita? Lionel Mona said he'll get out of the slump soon. I'm hoping, Lionel, I'm hoping. Because it is difficult to defend him. It is real difficult to defend Mikal Bridges right now because I have no ground to stand on as Towns misses the free throw. Come on, big dog. We got to knock down our free throws. Here comes Kobe Brown bringing it down the other way. Has it on the left wing. Robinson switched on to him. He puts up the left wing three. Got it to go. Nothing but net for Kobe Brown over the outstretched hands of Mitchell Robinson. My goodness, they are lighting it up from the perimeter. We're tied at 47. Alvarado has it up top. Attacking to his right. Down the lane. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Jackson able to save it. Here comes Quinn Jackson pushing the pace. Leaves it off. Brown puts up another three. Just hit one, and he banks that one in transition. It's one of those nights where everything's going down for the Pacers. It does not matter who is out on the court for the Pacers. They're going to have the luck of the shooting variance on their side. When they play in the Garden, it doesn't matter. Is it Neesmith? Is it Jackson? Is it Nembhard? Is it Halliburton? No, it's Kobe Brown. He's just going to bank in transition threes here tonight, his third of the game. He's not that good of a three-point shooter. Bridges gets it back to Alvarado, back inside the Bridges. Bridges in the paint, pump fake, leans in, creates a little bit of space, fall away jumper, and he got one to go, folks. Mikal Bridges got a jump shot to fall down. He's looking a little more aggressive too, by the way, looking for that shot. That time he hunted that mid-range shot and he got it to go. Okay. Lionel Mona said, let's not repeat the Warriors game. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. I will say this Indiana team better than the Warriors. Right, that Warriors game should not have been close, but this one I could see being close. I just hope not. And then Carlisle, the Indiana Pacers, use a timeout here, and we are at 6:33 to go in this second quarter. We are approaching the halfway point. Yes, sir, Mark. Ring the alarm. Ring the Mikal Bridges actually put the ball in the basket alarm. He did it. He did it. Zane, Mikal scored. Let's throw a party. Blow up the balloons, pop the streamers, let it all fly. Skomberg, what's up, Skomberg? Hope is all well. All is well. All is well, Skomberg. All is well. As long as the Knicks continue to win, all will be well. MBM said, it's St. Patrick's Day. So there is some luck in the air. There is some luck in the air. It should be towards the Knicks. They are the home team. We got Jeremy Sohan on the bench with the all-green hair. It honestly looks like Jeremy Sohan just takes a can of spray paint and sprays the top of his head with. It does not look like a good dye job, but what do I know about hair? Lee Wei Shi said, the world is coming to an end. Bridges scored. The dams are flooding. The rivers are overflowing. The ground is shaking. Mikal Bridges put the ball in the basket. Who would have thought it? Mindset John, what's up, Mindset John? A better start for the Knicks. Let's pick up the pieces and win tonight. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, I mean, they're now trailing by one, unfortunately, 50-49. Chin Kang Kong, what's up, Kong? Knicks are too deep, should win. They should win. They should. But unfortunately for them, Kobe Brown has the luck of the Irish in the air. He's knocked down 3 threes tonight for 11 points, 4 for 5 from the field overall. And he is, let's take a look. What is he averaging? What is he averaging? Russell Field said, no green. Pinch is coming for you. This is why there's no green, brother. This is why there's no green. I can't wear green. You would not see me. You would not see me if I wore green. I can't wear green anything. As a matter of fact, I can't even really wear yellow because there's green in yellow. And the green screen filter picks it up. I can't wear green. I'd be invisible. I mean, I could throw something like this on. Where is it at? Where is it at? I could throw something like this on. But you can't even see it. You can't even see it. I can't wear green. I can't wear green, even if I wanted to. Even if I wanted to. I can't wear green. You can't see it. You can't see it. Yak said, Mitch out there throwing dimes again. Yes, he is. Yak, yes, he is. Whoever said that you can't improve when you're already 27, 28 years old? Look at Mitchell Robinson still finding ways to improve. Muhammad, what's up, Mo? Knicks will win? I hope so. I hope so. Mark said, remember, we don't have our closer, so we've got to build a lead so we don't need our closer. Absolutely. Good point. Good point. Can be a close game. You don't have your closer out there. Drop step, lefty hook shot for Zubac. It's just a good offensive move over Robinson. He gets it to go. Gets a nice friendly bounce. Nice soft touch for Zubac there. Man, I love Zubac. Such a big fan of his game. Here we go. Approaching the halfway point of this second quarter. Alvarado gets it over to Shamet. Shamet swings through to his right off the Robinson screen. Shamet down the lane. Pocket pass to Robinson. Gets blocked at the rim by Zubac. Towns able to pick up the loose ball. Puts up the left wing three. Can't get it to go. Robinson the offensive rebound. Lobs it down low. Robinson gets it out to Josh Hart, who lobs it down low to Towns for the two-handed slam. Nice passing for the New York Knicks there. Obi Toppin bringing it down. Toppin up top. Hands it off to Walker. Jarris Walker up top to McConnell. McConnell being guarded by Alvarado. Coming to his right of the screen. Driving it down in the lane. Stops. Pulls it back out. Kicks it out to Toppin. Toppin left wing. Catches. Pump fake. Josh Hart goes for the pump fake. Toppin in the lane. Tries to get it over to Zubac. But gets knocked out on the bounce pass by Robinson. It'll stay here with the Pacers. Good hands from Big Mitch. And they were too busy showing a replay, but the Pacers ended up scoring. And Mike Breen describes it as the Knicks caught napping on the inbound pass there. Shamet has it up top, gets it over to Robinson. Karen said, that's what happens with one of your shirts you wore last year. You were part invisible. Absolutely. Alvarado, a three, can't get it to go. Robinson battling on the glass, trying to fight for it, keeping it alive. But the Pacers end up with it. Here comes McConnell, cross-court pass. Jarris Walker, left wing three in transition, got it to go. And the Pacers cannot miss from three here tonight. Not doing a good job at all of getting back on defense right now. The Pacers pushing the pace on them. Ironically enough, that is how they play. They play with pace. Alvarado trying to get it to Towns. It's a loose ball. And ultimately a foul is called on top in there. Under 5 to go. Dom Manning said, where's Mo? This is a good point, Dom. No Mo Diawara here tonight. No Mo. No Mo. Instead, we got Tyler Kolek. Minutes. We've had Kolek, Shamet, Clarkson, and Robinson off the bench. That's the 9-man rotation that Mike Brown has gone with tonight. No Mo Diawara. They get it into Robinson up top. Knicks trail by 6 now. Robinson swings through to his right, hands it off to Alvarado. Alvarado coming to his left, leans in, step back, crosses over to his right, leans in, draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. Okay, Alvarado, okay, making something out of nothing. I appreciate it at least. Joe said, I'm glad our next games are easy games. We need a blowout game. And they also are going to eventually have 2 days off before they play the Thunder. They will have to travel to Charlotte for a tough game before that, but ultimately they will. We can take a look at the schedule again, but we could wait till halftime. We got 4:30 to go. We'll take a look at the schedule. We'll go around the league. We'll look at the box scores as always. We'll do our halftime rundown. But we could take a look at the schedule. They are going to have a couple days off. Vic, what's up, Vic? Can someone tell the Knicks defense there's a game tonight? Yeah, I'd appreciate it too, Vic. I'm with you. I think there's a couple of really nice individual efforts from the Knicks here tonight, but I think overall they're not doing a good job of running their shooters off the line at all, especially when you got the double big lineup out there. T.J. McConnell bringing it down after 2 made free throws from Karl-Anthony Towns. The Knicks, I believe, are in the bonus. Walker misses a 3. Alvarado with the long rebound, 57-53. Alvarado coming to his right at the Robinson screen. Alvarado down the lane, throws up the floater, got it to go for Jose. Jose Alvarado leading the way. He's got 8 points, now 10 points for Jose Alvarado and 4 assists. There you go, Jose Alvarado doing his best Jaylen Brunson impression in this second quarter. McConnell up top, attacking to his right, blows right past Alvarado. Alvarado sneaks in right beside him and knocks the ball out of bounds. Good hands from Alvarado. Alvarado looking at his double bigs out there, and he's like, how none of you were in the paint? Neither of you were in the paint? AP, what's up, AP? This team is a straight joke. You would think OG and Towns is enough. What Towns is supposed to be the number 1 option here. Yeah, and I think they played well. Their offense is not what's let them down, AP. It's the defense, as they let up another open 3 for Aaron Nesmith in the left wing, in the left corner, off the inbounds. Alvarado gets over to Shamet. Shamet jab step, puts up the right wing, right corner 3, trying to respond, and he does. And they call it a long 2 instead of a 3. Landry Shamet has actually struggled with that lately, having his toe on the line multiple times for these 3-point shots. It's not a good look. Not a good look, Landry. McConnell spins to his right off of T.J. McConnell, and they call a foul on McConnell as he inadvertently makes contact with Alvarado's face spinning off of him. 3:38 to go. A-Rod, what's up, A-Rod? The Warriors game was supposed to be easy, but it wasn't. It was not. It was not indeed. Abigail, what's up, Abigail? Happy to see you again. You're late? I think you're fine. You're fine. We got more than half of the game to go. We're good. Better late than never. Better late than never. The Knicks are in the bonus the remainder of the quarter. They trail by 3. 60-57. Alvarado bringing it down. They get over to Towns. Towns up top being guarded by Zubac. Towns gets it over to Bridges. Bridges on the left wing being guarded by Jackson. Calling for a screen. Bridges coming to his right. Driving it down in the lane. Step back. Pull up mid-range shot. Comes up short. 1 for 6 for Mikal Bridges again here tonight. Really struggling again. Quinn Jackson up top. Coming to his right at the Zubac screen. Leaning in. Down the lane. Flips it up with the left hand. Banks it in for Quinn Jackson and the foul. I mean, a wild lefty shot for Quinn Jackson goes down. I mean, everything going down for the Pacers here tonight. My goodness. Henry Robinson. What's up, Henry? What a finish from Quinn Jackson, man. Off balance, flips it up with the left hand, kind of finger rolls it in off glass over Karl-Anthony Towns and draws the foul. And he misses the free throw. Ball don't lie, baby. Maybe the ball does not lie. 3:10 to go in this second quarter. The Knicks trail by 5. Towns has it on the left wing, being guarded by Zubac. Fakes the handoff, keeps it, gets it out to Alvarado. Alvarado swings it over to Bridges. Bridges has been invisible here tonight. The moniker of Invisible Bridges is in full effect here tonight. Towns swings it out. Josh Hart, a right corner three. He knocks it down from three-point range. When Josh Hart's knocking down threes, the Knicks offense should be moving and grooving, and indeed it is. It is indeed the defense letting them down here tonight. Zubac has it up top being guarded by Towns. They hand it off to Jarris Walker. Walker coming to his left. Attacking Josh Hart at the bounce, leans in, throws up the floater off glass, can't get it to go. Anunoby does a great job knocking the rebound over to Bridges. Home run past Alvarado. Alvarado leaves it off for Josh Hart, going to go to the rim. Runs right into Nesmith, and they call a foul on Nesmith, and Josh Hart's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. I didn't love that pass from Alvarado. I get it because he had Quinn Jackson and Nesmith there chasing him. Alvarado being a smaller guard knows, oh, that is definitely a chase down block for me. So instead, he goes under the rim and then dishes it off to Josh Hart at the last second. Nesmith tries to slide over. He's very late. I think plays like that should be, reviewable for flagrant as Josh Hart swishes the first free throw. That's an incredibly dangerous and reckless play. I also think we should just slide. What are the ways to decrease players trying to slide under guys going towards the rim for charges? How do we get rid of plays like that? We move the restriction circle further out. That is the only reason the restriction circle exists, right? So if Alvarado is going to kick it out to Josh Hart from the three-point line, driving it down transition, Nesmith is not he's not going to be able to step out and draw the charge all the way past the restriction circle. So he would either have to give Josh Hart the layup, just concede the layup, or actually make a basketball play and go up and try and contest it. Why the restriction circle is still so close to the basket when in 2026 we have freak athletes all over the court nowadays. I mean, these guys can take off from 1 foot inside the free throw line in half-court situations. Why do we have the restriction circle right under the basket still? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Real Art manifests with the Real Art. I think we'll get to 55 wins. Oh, man, brother. They're at 44 wins right now. So including tonight, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games remaining. They'd have to go 11-2 to end the season, brother, to get the 55 wins. 11-2, including tonight's game. That's possible, but that is a lot to ask for. That is a lot to ask. Miss Mar, what's up, Miss Mar? 40 Scope, what's up, 40 Scope? I don't know why, but Bridges looks like Grover from Sesame Street to me. I could see it a little bit. Just a little bit. Ahmed, what's up, Ahmed? Josh Hart misses the second free throw, 2:20 to go. 62-61. Quinn Jackson has it up top. They get over to Zubac. Zubac up top, fakes the handoff, kicks it out to Toppin. Toppin lines up the three over Anunoby. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Towns the rebound, over to Alvarado. Alvarado bounce past the Bridges. Bridges down the lane, throws up the floater. Got it to go for Mikal. My goodness, thank you, Mikal. If you would have missed that, I don't know what I would have done, brother. Nesmith has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. They get over to Zubac. And an off-ball foul on Josh Hart, getting too physical with Obi Toppin down low, former teammates. LP, what's up, LP? I'm loving tonight's fit on you. Looks sleek. Appreciate you, LP. Appreciate you. Shirt's a little tight. It's a little tight. I get all my shirts from the thrift store. right? Occasionally we like to collide it up. It's so tight I couldn't even button the top button for a tie. So we just left it out. I just left it out. Nick Yak said, you've seen enough, talking to AP, you've seen enough ball to know good shooting can be stopped, but slowed down, which we will do again. They've been shooting it excellently, for sure. The Knicks have given them too many open looks to get comfortable from the court. Absolutely. Quinn Jackson spins, kicks out to Brown. Good rotation from the Knicks. Kobe Brown gets pickpocketed by Alvarado. Great hands. Hit ahead to Josh Hart. Josh Hart, full head of steam. Leaves it off to Anunoby. Kicks out to Alvarado. Right corner three. Knock me down. Knock me down, Jose Alvarado. That's what I like to see from Jose. And the Knicks take a 4-point lead. There you go. There it is. Quinn Jackson dancing with it against Bridges, crosses over to his right down the lane. They kick it up top to Walker. Extra pass. Kobe Brown wide open left corner three. Hits the side of a backboard. Alvarado with the rebound. He's going to push it the other way. He's going to stop. He's not going to pop. They get over to Towns. Towns back to Alvarado. Now he's going to pop. Jose Alvarado can't get it to go, brother. We would have popped off for 2 threes in a row, Jose. Here comes Quinn Jackson walking it down the other way. They got a little over a minute to go, and I never restarted the timer. Come on, timer. Quinn Jackson has it up top. They get over to Zubac. Towns knocks the ball loose. It's a loose ball. Alvarado picks it up, and we're pushing it back the other way after turnover. Hit ahead to Josh Hart. Full head of steam down the lane. Scoop layup. Gets swatted out of there by Zubac. Jackson picks it up. Gets it over to Walker. Alvarado goes for the steal. Walker goes up. Gets chased down, blocked by Bridges. Ben Shepherd picks it up, and he lays it up and in. Because nobody for the Knicks runs back defensively. What a great defensive sequence there between Alvarado and Bridges to at least try and save the possession. But nobody else ran with them. Come on, man. Letting your teammates down. Alvarado attacking to his right up the Town screen. Stops, turns, kicks it out to Josh Hart. He'll line up the right wing three. He's already hit 2. Make that 3 for Josh Hart. 3 for 3 from three-point range for Big Josh. And the Knicks go up by 5. 69-64. The Knicks are about to put up a 70-point half. They will have one more shot to end the quarter, as there's about a 7-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Jackson has it up top, being guarded by Jose Alvarado. He's going to wind down the clock as much as he can. Jackson coming to his right, off a Zubac screen. Alvarado sticking with him. They get over to Walker. Walker up top, dancing with it against Bridges. Attacking to his left. Down the lane, goes up, throws up the floater, can't get the bounce. Fight for the rebound. Anunoby knocks it away from Zubac. Josh Hart picks it up and we're pushing the other way. Josh Hart stops and pops. 2 in a row. 2 in a row for Big Josh. He's 4 for 4 from three-point range tonight. And the Knicks take an 8-point lead, and they score 72 points in the first half. No Jaylen Brunson, no problem on offense here tonight. All you need is Josh Hart to catch a heater from 3. That's all you need to open up the offense. And boy, oh boy, with the offense and the starting lineup not be an issue if Josh Hart just shot with confidence from 3, baby. That's all we need. This is the version of Josh Hart we need. Now, I don't expect him to go 4 for 4 from three-point range every night or every first half, but I do expect you to shoot it confidently the way you're shooting it tonight. Josh, thank you, brother. Thank you. Durston, Abigail. Abigail said, where's Brunson? Brunson just getting a little night off. Just a little injury management night off. Just a little bit of rest. He needs it. Lonamona said, is Brunson hurt? Technically, I guess he is hurt. He's out with 2 injuries. I think technically on the injury report, they listed him with 2 injuries. Ankle injury management, which is just another way of saying rest. But also a little neck sprain. A little cervical neck sprain. Which is also just maybe, I don't know, he needs a massage or something, but I think he's fine. He said, looking classy. Appreciate you, Durston. Appreciate you. Yeah, we got the flower shirt on. Just that said, how about JB and Mikal? Get the early dinner tonight? Yeah. I mean, JB's already in street clothes. Mikal, don't come back out of the locker room, brother. Just you and your buddy Jaylen. Go hit the showers. Go catch dinner early, man. Go catch dinner early. All right, let's go to halftime. Of course, halftime is brought to you by our guys over at Get Off My Lawn Records. Go ahead and check them out at getoffmylawnrecords.com, as well as checking out the Jazz Destroyers as well. You can also check out their YouTube channels. Get Off My Lawn Records, the YouTube channel. Also, check out the Jazz Destroyers YouTube channel to check out their music. If you are musically inclined in any way and you would like to reach out, Get Off My Lawn Records, obviously, of course, also puts out music and from other artists. You could sign up to their mailing list over on their website, so you get notified whenever they themselves drop music or any of their artists drop new music and albums. They were also kind enough to give us a discount code for over at bandcamp.com. Use promo code Sheffy to get 20% off site-wide on bandcamp.com. So shout out our guys over at Get Off My Lawn Records. Really, honestly, go check them out. They're really nice people over there. whether you're just interested in music or you genuinely want to put together a musical album that could absolutely help you out, go ahead and reach out. Amy Mature, what's up, Amy? Is that a St. Patrick's Day flower because you aren't wearing any green? A little bit. I didn't really give it that much thought, but we could say yes. I'll be honest. I didn't give it that much thought. I just know I can't wear green, right? We talked about it already. I can't wear green. This is green. This is what happens when you wear green. As a matter of fact, I can show you what happens when you wear yellow, because obviously there's a little bit of green hue in yellow, and so when you have a filter that filters out green for the green screen, it messes with anything yellow as well. So this is a yellow hat. It's kind of see-through. Look, we can see it. We can see the scores through this yellow hat. This is what it's supposed to look like, right? This is a yellow hat. I'm not going to put it on. But we can't even wear our alarm hat anymore because it's yellow. I might have to spray paint it. I think that's the best solution, is paint it. Paint it a different color. We might paint it the red and blue. That is the channel colors. So we could do that. And then we could wear it again. But as of right now, we got nothing. Tough to find a tie for that shirt. I got one. The funny thing is I got one. The problem is the shirt's not really my size. It's maybe like a half size too big. But I have the perfect tie to go with it. We got it. We got everything. You know what I mean? We're right here with it. I mean, it's kind of the same thing, so you really don't want to do that. But I got other flower ties as well. But it kind of goes with it. We had it. Again, this shirt's just a little too tight, so I couldn't do the top button. I mean, I could, but I'd be choking all night. So I didn't want to do that. But let's go around the league. Let's go through the box scores. Let's go through the team stats. Let's also check out the Knicks schedule. Again, I said we'd do that, so let's do that first. Let's check out the Knicks schedule. AB said, what is up with Mikal Bridges? I think it's been a long season. I think he's hit a slump. I think he's tired. I think he's dealing with a couple of injuries that he'll never sit out for because his Iron Man streak is too important to him. And I think the biggest thing is that he's in a bit of a slump. And then all the other smaller things are contributing factors to why he's not playing well right now. Again, I think his defense is solid. I think his defense has actually been genuinely good today. I think he's been really active, really aggressive defensively. I think he's helped out on the boards. He's got 4, 2, and 4 tonight from Mikal Bridges. He's been a good decision maker. He's been a good connective passer, just swinging the ball around and keeping the ball moving to get it to open shooters, and guys are knocking down shots. But he himself is not knocking down shots. He's had a couple of good looks, but he's also settled for a couple of tough shots. And I think part of that is him trying to get back on track, trying to force his way to find it. But it's just been rough for him. It's just flat out been rough. And now that the pressure is starting to build, I mean, look at the starting lineup. 18 for Anunoby, 12 for Towns, 19 for Josh Hart, 13 for Alvarado. Mikal Bridges sitting with a measly 4. So everybody's getting it going except for him. So he's feeling the pressure. It's been a talking point for everybody around the city. He looks at the box score and he's like, dang, I'm really struggling. While he's out there, he knows he's really struggling. So he's kind of forcing it a little bit right now. But I think he'll be fine in the long term. It's just really rough to find any kind of ways to explain how poorly he's shooting it right now. Because honestly, I think he's shooting it poorly, but not necessarily playing poorly. And I think that's also led to him actually playing a decent amount of minutes. As a matter of fact, before we go through that, let's look at, so that's the schedule. We can keep the schedule. This is also the schedule, the Knicks schedule. So let's do this here. Let's look at the minutes distribution for this game here tonight so far, and then we'll go around the league. But let's look at the minutes distribution first. So Mikal Bridges has played 19 minutes. He's actually played the most amount of minutes of anybody in the first half. And I think that's because his defense was really good. I think his defense was generally good. I didn't think it was awesome. I didn't think he had an awesome defensive first half, but I thought he had a really good first half defensively. He's also a plus 11, although all the starters are in the positive here tonight, and the bench is in the negative. Funny how that works. But Mikal Bridges' defense has been very good, but the offense and the shot making continues to be bad right now. And there's a give and a take. There's a push and a pull in that regard. Keith, what's up, Keith? 5 Knicks have double-figure points. Excellent. 4 Knicks have double figures in points. Anunoby, Towns, Hart, and Alvarado have scored the majority of the points for the Knicks tonight. Bridges with 4, and then everybody else on the bench has 2, except for Kolek, who has 0. Kolek does have 2 assists. Robinson with 2 points, 4 boards, and 2 assists. Look at Mitchell Robinson filling up the stat sheet. Love to see that. Jordan Clarkson, 2 points, a rebound, a turnover. Landry Shamet, 2 points. Also some really bad defense from Jordan Clarkson. Did not like his defensive performance in the first half at all. Darnell, what's up, Darnell? LP said, why no Sohan love? Why Sohan no love? I mean, just know what role is there for Jeremy Sohan? He's not good offensively at anything, and he's an okay defender, but not a great defender. What is he bringing to this team that they're already lacking? You know, maybe some physical toughness out there on the court, but I don't really think they're lacking that too much. His best fit on this team would be as a small ball center because he can be versatile defensively. He can wall off the paint well enough as a small ball center. And again, the reasons why you would go to a small ball center is to get out and run and push the pace. And again, that's like very situational. Like it depends on the other lineup that are out there that you would be going against. Like obviously you're not going to put a small ball center out there if you have to like Ivica Zubac out there, you know, because you're not going to be able to match up with him properly. And you're going to struggle to rebound. So you're not going to do that against a team that's also very good with rebounding. So there's only very limited situations where Jeremy Sohan is actually a positive for this team to actually warrant him getting minutes out. So it's just, you know, where you got to fit in where you can get in. And right now, Jeremy Sohan doesn't really fit in. The acquisition of Jeremy Sohan is a buy low or it's a low risk, high reward situation for the Knicks, but the reward will not come until next season. He's going to have to really improve his game this offseason to fit into what the Knicks are asking him to do. He's not going to garner minutes this season. He's a break glass in case of emergency, in case of injury. He's the kind of guy maybe then you can go to, but he is not going to get any minutes during this regular season. Not consistent minutes as a part of the rotation. Yak said Bridges another block. I thought Bridges was fantastic defensively. He's got a steal and a block so far here tonight. Thought he was fantastic defensively. Thought he was very good. Not amazing, but I thought he was very good. Darnell said Bridges is going to have a good game tonight. 25 points, ladies and gentlemen. He's got 4 so far. So if he has an explosive second half, we'll take it. Obviously, everybody's rooting for Mikal Bridges to break out of this slump. It's just hard to watch. It's hard to watch. 40 Scope said file Rico charges on Bridges and the Nova Gang for racketeering, bamboozled the Knicks, Bernie Madoff. Mikal Bridges helped the Knicks make the conference finals last year. And if Mikal Bridges has another good playoff performance here, okay, cool. Obviously, the thing that's most important is him helping them win an NBA Finals. That's the only thing that would justify the trade. The only thing that would justify the trade because it was an overpay in the moment and it's an overpay now. And it's always been an overpay and it'll always be an overpay. Even if the Knicks win a championship, it'll be an overpay. But it will be worth overpaying because the result will be the exact result you wanted, which is a championship. But obviously that is a tough thing to get, right? But that is the only thing that'll make the Mikal Bridges trade feel worthy. And so we're just going to have to wait and see how he plays come playoff time. Obviously, the slump now, absolutely criticize him for it. We could talk about it. We could analyze it, of course. But in terms of the grand scheme of things, the only way to justify the trade, which was, again, we called it out in the moment. We've been calling it out ever since. It was an overpay then. It's an overpay now. That's never changing. You don't trade 5 first-round picks for a role player, no matter how high level the role player is. It's tough to justify, right? The Magic will be in the same boat with Desmond Bane in terms of trying to justify that trade by winning a championship with that core with Desmond Bane being a part of it. You don't utilize 4 first-round picks to trade for a high-level role player, no matter how high level they are, because ultimately they are role players. The only way to justify is by winning a championship. So we're just going to have to wait and see on that regard. But outside of that, yeah, he's not playing well enough to help them even win regular season games right now. He's got to be better, right? Not only is he getting paid to defend well, which he is, he's only fulfilling half his role, though, because he was brought in to be a two-way guy, and he's not fulfilling the other half of his role, which is putting the ball in the basket. 0 for 2 from 3 so far tonight, while Anunoby is 4 for 5, and Josh Hart's 4 for 4, and Alvarado's 3 for 5 from three-point range. So between the three of them, they are 7 for 10 and 11 for 14. They're 11 for 14 between 3 players in the starting lineup. Nobody on the bench has hit a 3. So all of their threes have come from their starting lineup and have come from 3 players, and they've hit 11 threes. whereas the Indiana Pacers are also 11 for 18 from 3, but they've had far more guys contribute. Nesmith 3 for 3, Kobe Brown 3 for 5, Walker 2 for 4, Toppin 1 for 2, and Jalen Slauson 1 for 1, and Quinn Jackson 1 for 2. So they're getting it from more all around. They're also getting a lot of contribution off their bench, whereas the Knicks were really struggling off the bench here tonight. 2 points for Robinson, 2 points for Clarkson, 2 points for Sham. And I didn't think the bench was terrible, but they definitely weren't as impactful as they need to be. Yak said, we weren't drafting 5 players with all the kids we already have. It's not about using them as draft picks, Yak. It's about utilizing them as assets in order to make trades down the line for other players. They don't have access to making trades with draft picks because of the Stepien rule. You can't trade draft picks in back-to-back years. So they kind of push themselves out to the next draft pick that they could trade outright is, I believe, the 2033 draft pick, which they're not going to have access to for another full season. So after next season, then they will have a first-round pick that they can trade, I believe. Maybe it's next season, but I think it's after next season. They will have a first-round pick that they can trade at that point, which is obviously a long time out. I think maybe it's next year. Maybe it's next year they have access to that pick that they could trade. But until then, they don't have a first-round pick they could trade. The only thing they could trade are swaps, which are significantly less valuable. They're still valuable, but less valuable than flat-out trading a full first-round pick, which obviously limits your ability to make trades. And I think that's the thing that has put the Knicks behind the 8 ball. It's not giving up the picks because, oh no, now the Knicks don't have a pick in a draft. Their picks are ultimately going to be in the mid to low 20s anyway because they're one of the better teams in the league now. That's not what they're concerned about. What they're concerned about is their ability to be flexible in terms of utilizing those picks to make trades down the line. Now you don't have even the option of doing that. Now you would have to invest in making swaps. Buzzer Beater said, what or who are the Jazz Destroyers? That is the band of our guy Donald Moore Music, who runs Get Off My Lawn Records, who sponsors our halftime show. They are a band. Go check them out on YouTube. You could just type in the Jazz Destroyers. They should come up. Check out their YouTube channel. Check out their music. You might vibe with it. 40 Scope said 150 million and 5 picks equals Temu Tayshaun Prince. Tayshaun Prince was great. Temu Tayshaun Prince is maybe not so great. Which is a really funny line. We didn't go around the league. We didn't check out their schedule. We were too busy ranting. Let's go around the league real quick. We checked out the box scores at least. We checked out the three-point shooting as well at least. But let's check out around the league before we start this third quarter. Mindset John said, I'm happy. I'm glad JB is resting. I want him to be healthy for the playoffs. As for the bench, expecting scoring in the second half. Good game so far. Good game. We are getting a good game, a high-level game, well-competed game, as opposed to the Warriors game, where it didn't feel like it was a super high-level competition game. It felt like the Knicks were playing down to their competition, and that was really frustrating to watch. At least this game, the Knicks are playing well, but the Pacers are playing just as well. All right, here we go. Start the second half. We couldn't even go around the league. We will go around the league come Josh Hart, another 3? Oh, my goodness. Josh Hart, 5 for 5 from 3. Start of the second half, Josh Hart opens it up by knocking down yet another one. We'll go around the league at the next timeout break. And Nesmith knocks down a straightaway 3. He's now 4 for 4 from three-point range, while Josh Hart is 5 for 5 from three-point range. So at least they're matching each other. Both teams have hit 12 threes so far here tonight. It is an 8-point lead for the New York Knicks. Towns has it up top, hands it off to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Nesmith. Swings through to his left, kicks it out to Alvarado, catches, pump fake, driving to his left, pulls it back. Now he fires up the 3. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Josh Hart knocks the rebound loose, but Zubac able to pick it up. Here comes McConnell, right side of the court, being guarded by Alvarado. In and out dribble, driving to his left, got a full lane of the basket, scoop play with the right hand, got it to go. Jose Alvarado with just a absolute blow-by TJ McConnell. And a timeout by the Knicks, by Mike Brown, I think. Not liking the way they've come out to play defense at all. Calls the early timeout. Nick Yak said, we play Bridges because he is one of our 5 best guys. Yeah. I mean, look, he's been very good defensively tonight. But he's not bringing it off. And again, his role is to be a two-way guy. So he's doing half his role well. The other half, you need something. Like, I wouldn't even be killing Mikal Bridges if he had 7 points. If he knocked down one of those 3s. I'd be like, hey, he's in a slump, but he contributed in that first half. He gives us 14 points tonight. I'm good with that. He's giving us 4. right? He's averaging 6.5 over the last 6 games, and that's just not getting it done. And they need him to get out of this slump, so they're going to continue to play him as they should. But Poser Beater said in the 90s, the Knicks had picks but traded them away or selected players they knew were not going to make the roster. This left the cupboard bare after the chip run. Yeah. And then even during the chip run, even after the chip run, when they finally recouped some of those assets as the years went on and they were able to draft players again, they were never bad enough to get high in the lottery, never won the lottery, obviously. We know this, never moved up outside of the Ewing, the first one. And we're left constantly with picks between 7 and 11, never drafted a star, rarely drafted contributing players. And if they did draft contributing players, they didn't develop them well enough, and ultimately they became good contributing players well after their Knicks tenure. I'm looking at you, Trevor Ariza. But also just had a really bad front office, really bad scouting teams. They drafted Frank Ntilikina, they drafted Kevin Knox. Like, how do you scout Kevin? I don't want to get on my Knicks terribly run organization rant, but how do you scout Kentucky that season and walk away after watching Kentucky play and being like, yeah, we have to draft that Kevin Knox kid? When SGA was on the same team and was the better player, very clearly was the better player. How do you walk away from watching Kentucky play and you go, give me Kevin Knox, as opposed to give me that kid SGA, he's a leader? Which everybody saw, except for the Knicks, apparently. Keenar said, did we finally find the antidote to McConnell? I don't think so. McConnell's got 6 points and 8 assists here tonight. He's kind of eating them up as the starting point guard for the Pacers. He's doing McConnell things out there still. Zane Tingus Pingus. Knicks were horribly run organization and ran him out of town too early. Alvarado gets it over to Hart, hands it off to Bridges. Bridges pulls it out into the right corner, back up top to Hart. Hart hands it back off to Bridges. They get it over to Towns. Towns up top, faces up, pump fake, swings through to his right, leaves it off. Alvarado, extra pass to Bridges. Bridges, right wing 3, line me up, can't get it to go. Towns right there for the offensive rebound and put back. Karl-Anthony Towns dominating the boards here tonight, 14.7 rebounds. I like that. I like that a lot. Jarris Walker has it up top. Knicks back up by 8. They get over to Nesmith. Ran off the line by Bridges. They get it down low to Zubac, being guarded by Towns. Backing him down. Steps through, flips it up with the right-hand hook. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart with the rebound. It's a good rebound by Towns to force him out a little bit. Obviously, Zubac can knock that down, but he doesn't there. Towns steps back for a 3 off an awkward catch, and he rattles it in for Karl-Anthony Towns. There you go, Big Cat. Waking up a little bit here. Knicks up by 11. They're threatening to run away with this. We know the Pacers are going to do what they can to fight back. Towns knocks the ball in his hands, but they call a foul on Towns. Towns doesn't argue too much. He doesn't like the call, but he doesn't argue too much. Probably got a lot of arm and wrist on that reach in there. Scope said Tin Man. Clang. Tin Man's a crazy nickname. Crazy nickname for a guy who can't buy a basket. They get over to Walker, who catches and pump fakes, drives to his left, throws up the floater, gets the friendly bounce off the front of the rim and gets to the drop down. And he gets the foul call on Josh Hart there, so he's going to go to the foul line for one more. So they're going to get those 3 points right back, as Walker's going to go to the foul line, unless he misses this one. Jay Gardner, what's up, Jay Gardner? Do you think Mikal ever misses a game because he doesn't attack the basket and draws foul? That is a very big reason as to why and how he can avoid injury. As Walker misses the free throws, we love when our opponents misses free throws. Whenever not love it, absolutely adore it. Alvarado driving it down off the Town screen, kicks out a wide pass to Anunoby. Anunoby in the right corner. Throws out a pass fake, now gets it up top to Josh Hart. They swing it over to Towns. Towns up top, being guarded by Zubac, catches, pump fake. Now he's going to step back for a 3. Karl-Anthony Towns, baby. Line me up, Big Cat. Line me up. Knicks up by 12. Towns waking up here. They kick it up top. Kobe Brown walks into the straightaway 3, well short. Rebound to OG Anunoby. He's going to push it the other way. He's got Brown backpedaling. He's going to go right into him and get the easy scoop layup with the right hand. Beautiful drive by OG Anunoby and a timeout by the Indiana Pacers. And this might be when the Knicks start to pull away. We'll see how the Pacers respond after this timeout, but the lead is built up to 14 by the New York Knicks with a really nice run here. led by Karl-Anthony Towns and Josh Hart, baby. Karl-Anthony Towns leading the way. He's now up to 20 points himself. 20 for Towns, 22 for Josh, 20 for Anunoby, 13 for Alvarado. I mean, the three guys you knew you were going to be relying on tonight have absolutely come through. The fourth guy you thought maybe you could rely on has absolutely not come through in the offensive end, unfortunately. NBM said we believe in all our players. As long as you're wearing orange and blue, you got New York across your chest, I got faith in you. I got faith. Keenar said, see, that's the kind of foul I'm kind of happy to see Cat get, rather than the dumb offensive fouls that he does every time he knows the refs will call. I'm with you, Keenar. I'm with you. Towns with only 2 fouls. He got that one, being aggressive defensively, trying to make a play. It wasn't an egregious foul. The ball was available as Zubac wasn't paying attention. It was a little lackadaisical with his handle. Towns just kind of reached in and tried to poke it away. Maybe you get away with it. Maybe the refs allow you to get away with that one. Maybe they don't. But he gets hit with the foul call, and, he's not complaining about it. It was absolutely all right that he picked up that foul. And again, when you're not in foul trouble, you can afford to take a little bit of a risk like that by reaching in and trying to get that foul, right? To try and make a defensive play there. You could take a risk like that when you're sitting on 1 foul. Now he's up to 2, right? So maybe you're a little bit more choosy as to when you pick up another silly foul like that. I mean, it wasn't a silly foul. He's trying to make a play. But overall, and my guy over here, by the way, doing the Mikal Bridges celebration during the timeout here, they had him shoot a bunch of free throws. He made the amount he needed to make in order to win $1,000. And then they said, you have 30 seconds to knock down a 3 to double the money. And then I think he knocked it down on either his first or second attempt. And then he hits the Mikal Bridges celebration. Okay. Maybe that could rub off on Mikal Bridges a little bit, that the fan is knocking down threes. Hubian said, this is the type of game that I like to watch. Let's not talk about losing the first half of the G League Warriors and injured Jazz. Absolutely. All right, let's go around real quick before we get back, because we are coming back soon. The Hornets are up by 8 on the Miami Heat. This is a good game right here. This is a good game. This might have been the game we would have done if the Knicks were not playing today. The Magic and the Thunder are throwing haymakers at each other, 90-89. Pretty low-scoring game overall. Not really. They picked it up in the second half after a low-scoring first half. The Pistons are blowing out the Wizards to be expected. The Knicks up by 14. We know this. The Cavs and Bucks locked in a tight one as they approach halftime. And the Suns and Timberwolves are locked in a tight one as they approach halftime. And then later tonight, we got the Hospital 76ers taking on the Nuggets. And then we're going to end the night with Spurs taking on the Kings. All right, here we go. Zubac has it in the post against Towns. Stop, turns, drop step, spins, flips it up with the left hand, can't get it to go, but he does get his lefty tip up and in. That's just good. Tough move from Zubac there. Towns defended it well, but Zubac battled through and got the tip up and in. Under 9 to go here in this third quarter. Alvarado bringing it down. It is a 12-point lead. They sneak it down low to Josh Hart, and he gets the layup to go. What a pass from Alvarado to the cutting Josh Hart along the baseline. Josh Hart been spectacular tonight. 24 points, 9 for 10 from the field. Spectacular Josh Hart game. Neesmith gets it up top to McConnell to swing it over to Walker. Jarris Walker being guarded by Towns. Attacking to his right, leans in, gets stripped by Towns, loose ball. Josh Hart able to pick it up. What a defensive play from Karl-Anthony Towns, who has quietly become a very good defender for the Knicks this year. Josh Hart tries to run through Walker, and Towns picks up the loose ball, throws a wild behind the back pass to Anunoby, who crosses over on Zubac and throws it down. What a crossover on Zubac, left him flat-footed out on the perimeter. What a crossover by OG Anunoby. McConnell swings it over to Walker. Walker lobs it down low to Zubac, who lays it up and in with the left hand. And he got good positioning on Towns there. That's not good defense from Towns on that possession. But it is 89-75 as we trade baskets now. But the Knicks holding on to the double-figure lead. Alvarado over to Towns. Towns down the lane. Can't get the layup to go. No foul call. Neesmith with the rebound, pushing it the other way. It's a 4-on-4. Neesmith to the basket. Lefty layup. Alvarado just gives it to him. Didn't want to pick up a foul. And it's back to 12. 89-77. Josh Hart walking it the other way. You want to play in a half-court game when you have a double-digit lead. Josh Hart has it up top, attacking to his left off the Town screen, down the lane, kicks out the Bridges. Bridges, pass fake, inside pass to Josh Hart. He throws up a floater, and he got it to go. As Neesmith is shaken up as he ran into a brick wall of a screen from Karl-Anthony Towns there, and he's really shaken up. He's holding his mouth. And I think we're going to have to get an injury timeout here, because Neesmith kneeling down on the floor. Now he's being helped off the court. I mean, he's all right, but he's still holding his face. Looks like when he ran into Town screen, his face ended up bouncing off of Josh Hart's head. That could absolutely chip a tooth or two. Corvus and Doria. What's up, Corvus? Hart is showing Hart. Hart's doing the things that we have always asked him to do. Shoot that ball confidently. Shots going in tonight. If he can take this momentum to the end of the regular season, we would love it. Chichi said, how can Brunson be at home watching this game and seeing Cap put it in that work? Well, he's not at home watching the game. He's on the bench watching it from the sidelines and not even consider playing through him or with him. Why make it so difficult? They do play together, brother, at a very high level. At a very high level. Arlene Sellers with the barley. Rung his bell, as they say. They did. He did. He absolutely did. Hinar said, ran into a brick townhouse. Yes, he did. I like it. MBM said he ran into the bodega to get some chips. He might have walked out with some chips. I don't think he intended to go in to get some chips, but he might have. The Jazz Destroyers official, Jazz Destroyers, appreciate you, brother. He said, what was this about my destruction of Jazz? Guys, go ahead and tune into the Jazz Destroyers YouTube channel. Go check them out. Go check them out over there. Kay Hazy said, I bet Cat feels good about that screen. I think he feels very good. I also think he feels very good not getting hit with a foul either. TJ McConnell bringing it down. McConnell has it up top, 14-point lead. And then Nesmith does come out of the game, and the Knicks come up with a steal. Alvarado over to Hart, lobs it down low to Towns. Ball got knocked loose. Josh Hart picks it up. Alvarado wide open left corner three, and he knocks it down, nothing but net. If the Knicks find a way to suddenly find rhythm from three-point range again, my goodness, will their offense take off after struggling for a bit here, mostly because they weren't knocking down their open looks. McConnell in the right corner, he's got a wide open three. They're daring him to shoot it. He obliges. He can't get it to go. Josh Hart able to snag the rebound, and he's going to push it the other way after struggling with his rebound, after struggling with his handle. Picks it up, gets it over to Towns as the trailer. The straightaway three, line me up again. Comes up short. Rebound over to Toppin. Toppin gets it over to McConnell. McConnell hits ahead to Nesmith, who remains in the game. Nesmith on the right wing. A dribble pull-up three has been perfect tonight. His first miss of three from the three-point range this night. And here comes Bridges off the Anunoby rebound. Bridges on the right wing gets grabbed by Toppin. And an intentional foul. I wonder why. Substitution. Just to get subs in, foul from Thompson. 17-point lead for the Knicks, 94-77. Approaching the halfway point of this third quarter here. And Slauson comes back into the game. Is that Slauson? Comes in for Nesmith. Jay Huff also comes in here. Zane said, finally, Knicks showing up. Yeah, I mean, it's very rare you blow out a team from, opening tip to end. The Knicks took a lead to end the first half. And here they are in the second half, extending the lead. It's exactly what you want to see. Towns catches, pump fakes, blows past Huff down the lane, gets blocked at the rim by Slauson, and it's out of bounds off of Karl Anthony Towns. Towns wanted the foul. He does not get it. 6:07 to go. Jay Huff has it up top. They swing it over to Toppin. Toppin coming to his left up the Huff screen. Foul line, drops it down low to Huff for the one-handed hammer. Nice pass from Toppin. Josh Hart has it on the left wing, being guarded by Toppin. Coming to his right. Pocket pass to Towns. Towns down the lane, scoop lay with the right hand. Smokes the layup for Karl Anthony Towns. We got to get the layup to go. They get it over to Quentin Jackson. Jackson back up top to Huff as he relocates for the straightaway three. He can't get it to go. Anunoby good box out on rebound. OG Anunoby will bring it down now. Anunoby has it up top, being guarded by Slauson. Anunoby putting his head down, attacking, bullies himself to the rim, kicks it out. Towns left corner three. He can't get it to go. Toppin skies for a rebound. They get over to Jackson. Jackson will bring it down, left side of the court, crossing over to his left. He's got space. He steps back. Anunoby switched on to him, driving to his right in the lane. Pump fake, steps through. Anunoby knocks the ball loose. He picks up the loose ball. And they say a kick ball by Jackson. I don't know about that call. But either way, they're going to give the ball back to the Knicks here. Jazz Destroyer said, I'm cooking up a Chevy theme song. Yes, sir, in the offseason. Other than the classic, my goodness, what other Chevy-isms are there I should clip? Jason said, line me up. I do love the line me up. I do love that. Just that's it. A game minute without a bucket felt strange in this game. Felt strange? Yes, it felt strange in this game. Shamet tries to throw it inside to Towns, rolling to the rim. A bad pass from Shamet gets easily picked off by Huff. They get it inside to Huff. Huff kicks it out. Wide open left corner three for Obadiah Toppin, and he throws up an air ball. Towns with the air ball rebound. Here comes Alvarado bringing it down the other way. He has it on the left wing. Tagging to his right off the Town screen. Springs it out to Josh Hart. Extra pass to Bridges. Right corner three from Mikal, and he continues to miss fire. Good box down and rebound from Ben Shepherd on Shamet there. And Shepherd will bring it down. Up top, attacking to his left. He's got a lane in the basket. Scoop play with the right hand on the finger roll. Got it to go. Beautiful move by Shepherd. And a timeout from the Knicks as the lead is back down to 13. Knicks not running away with it as much as we would like them to. The dog catches. The Josh Hart is doing Josh Hart things, is my vote. He is indeed doing Josh Hart things out here tonight, though. I mean, not really. Not really. Actually, not really. He's not really doing Josh Hart things out there because Josh Hart is not normally 5 for 5 from three-point range. So he's doing very unlike Josh Hart things out there. Gigi said, what I'm seeing here is that we can get a decent PG, send the Nova's besties to the Bucks, bring Giannis and run it with Cat, Giannis, OG, Mo D, and a decent PG. Giddey? You think Giddey's a decent PG, buddy? Yuck. Yuck. Keenar said, I never realized that his name was Ovadia. That's how the original name is pronounced in Hebrew. Ovadia. You talking about Toppin? Obadiah? Obadiah Toppin? Ovadia? Bruce Fowler said, I haven't sent the ball stick once tonight. I haven't seen the ball stick once tonight. Yeah. Very true. Very true. But to be fair, they don't have anybody good enough for the ball to stick to. But yes, the ball has not really stuck. Ambien said, I'll never ask for money. Best thing I could do is like the stream. All right, let's not do that. Kolek driving it down is true, but I don't want to be known as that guy. You know? I mean, I won't, but Josh Hart down the lane, spin, step back, follow away jumper if he knocks that down. Oh my goodness, who is Josh Hart tonight? Who is this man? Who is that man? Off the dribble, in and out, spin. He hit a Brunson step back, fall away jumper. Toppin fires up the three and knocks it down. He gets 3 points right back. What has gotten into Josh Hart tonight? What has gotten into Josh Hart? Ahmed said Toppin was New York's worst first draft pick? No way, Ahmed. He was a solid rotation player on a team that went to the NBA Finals, that went to Game 7 of the NBA Finals. No way, not even close, not even close. Not when the Knicks have bangers like Frank Ntilikina and Kevin Knox under their belt. Not even close, brother. Not even close. If you want to say by this regime, by this Knicks front office, sure, yeah, he fits the bill. So Shamet and Quinn Jackson get hit with double technicals. Quinn Jackson pushed Shamet to the floor, and then Shamet confronted Jackson, and nothing really came of it, but they do give him double technicals to get him to chill and relax. 3:48 to go. Kolek is back in. They get it into Josh Hart, attacking to his right along the baseline, stops, spins, pump fakes, goes up, draws the foul, and gets the basket. Who is this man, Josh Hart, tonight? He is having a career night for sure, as he smiles and says something to Obi Toppin, former teammate. Brunson and Alvarado up off the bench celebrating their teammate's success against Toppin there. They got something to say about it. It's nice to see the Knicks having fun again, though. I'll tell you that. 40 Scope said, retire Bridges, give him his gold watch early. Josh Hart at the foul line. Does not get down. Josh Hart with 30 points. through 3 quarters so far. Can you go for the 40 ball, Big Josh? Go for the 40 ball. 31 points now for Josh Hart. 5 for 5 from 3. My goodness. Quinn Jackson to his left, down the lane, kicks it out to Huff. Extra pass to top and pump fakes. Back up top to Slauson. Slauson swings it out to Shepherd. Shepherd catches, pump fakes, ran up the line by Robinson, sidestep 3, and he got it to go anyway. My goodness. 99 to 87. It's still only a 12-point game with 3:20 to go. Only a 12-point game, y'all. And then Kolek throws it away, picked off by Shepherd down the lane, throws a lob up top to Jackson, who can't get the layup to go. Fight for the loose ball rebound. Shepherd picks it up, kicks it out to Jackson, cross court up top to Slauson, catches, pump fakes. Josh Hart goes for it. Slauson inside the top and gets the layup to go. Beautiful ball movement and composure by the Pacers there. Cuts the lead back down to 10. 89 to 99. Robinson has it up top, gets it over to Josh Hart in the right corner. Hart being guarded by Toppin. Josh Hart coming to his left, off the screen, in the lane, loses the hand on the ball, picks it up, inside pass to Shamet, catches, pump fake, goes up, misses the layup. Shamet knocks the ball loose, Slauson dives for it, ball still loose. Josh Hart catches, stops, turns, spins, kicks it out. Shamet, right corner 3, can't get it to go. Josh Hart offensive rebound, can't get the putback, that's because he's fouled. And he's going to go to the foul line for possible 2 more points. Jose Peter said, why doesn't Richie Guerin have his jersey retired? I don't know. Obviously, I was not around to watch Richie Guerin, but could be a lack of a championship kind of thing. Was the face of a franchise of a forgotten era, maybe? A little bit of that. I don't know. It's a good question. Keenar said 31, 7, and 5. I believe Hart did score 40 once in Portland. He did. His career high, I believe, is 42. Go look it up exactly, though. Jason said, let's not be ridiculous. Brunson doesn't need to take notes. We are playing the worst team in the NBA right now, and it's not a blowout. This is true. This is fair. Yeah. Also, the reason why the ball is not sticking with one player, because there's nobody on the court for the Knicks who can create their own shot consistently. And when you are playing high-level defenses, which the Knicks are not playing tonight, you're going to need somebody to just say, hey, get out of my way. I got to go make a shot happen. I got to go make a basket happen. And Kolek takes the ball away from Quinn Jackson here, and Kolek pushing the other way. Kolek behind the back, kicks it up top to Josh Hart. Josh Hart dancing with it, coming to his left, and they call a travel on Josh. Josh Hart did knock down both free throws, though, so he's up to 33 points. It's 101 to 89. The Jazz choice. I think the worst team in the NBA was the Golden State Warriors the other night. They were, and the Knicks definitely played down to the competition. Nobody really played well that night. As a matter of fact, they only pulled off that game because Jaylen Brunson put the cape on after nobody else really showed up. What is Josh Hart's career high? That's what I wanted to look up. Josh Hart career high. So Quinn Jackson tries to get over to Slauson. Kolek picks up yet another steal. No, he doesn't. Slauson dives on it. Yes, he does, as Anunoby picks it up. And now here comes Kolek bringing it down the other way. Kolek gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby kicks it in the corner to Clarkson. Clarkson coming to his right, kicks it out to Kolek. Wide open, right wing 3. Reward yourself. Comes up well short. Rebound goes over to Slauson. Good boxing out of Mitchell Robinson. They completely pushed him out of the paint there. And now Quinn Jackson walking down the other way. Jackson has it up top. Coming to his left, being guarded by Anunoby. They get over to Huff. Huff fakes the handoff, driving to his left. He's got nowhere to go. Cross-court pass to Slauson. Catches, pump fakes. Why are we going for Slauson pump fakes? What are we doing? Quinn Jackson, left wing 3 is open. Can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball rebound, and Robinson ends up with it and gets it over to Kolek, but not before he's fouled by Kobe Brown. Why are we going on Jaylen Slauson pump fakes? What are we doing? Josh Hart's career high is 40. Where's points? Where are we at? 44. His career high is 44. Clarkson, the step back, fall away. Got it to go for Jordan Clarkson. Sometimes you need a professional bucket getter out there. And there you go. 14-point lead for the Knicks, 103 to 89. Kobe Brown has it up top, gets it over to Jay Huff. Huff has it up top, being guarded by Robinson. Hands it off to Shepherd, off the handoff, puts up the straightaway 3. He didn't get it to go, but they do wave it off as they call a moving screen on Jay Huff. He didn't knock it down anyway, but the ball will go back to the Knicks here. Jazz Destroyer said, I think Hart had a bigger game at Nova than 44. Maybe he did, as far as his NBA high goes. 44 and then 31. 31 is his career high with the Knicks. And he has 33 today. So he has set his Knicks career high tonight already. They kick it up top to Anunoby. Anunoby driving it down to the layup. To the rim for a layup. And gets fouled by Jay Huff. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws with 44 seconds to go. 103 to 89. Nice explosive move from OG. He looks rested and ready to go. Hopefully he remains rested and ready to go by the time we get to the playoffs. Drizdat said, no way Josh had 40 plus in college. I don't know. He was kind of a beast his senior year. I could look up Josh Hart's college career high too. I know he was a triple-double machine his last year in Nova. He was threatening a triple-double almost every night. Not that he was getting a ton of them, because obviously we know the college game is a bit slower. Josh Hart, college career high. Anunoby knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. 37 points is his career high at Nova. So he didn't score 40. Anunoby knocks down both free throws. And it is a 16-point lead by the Knicks. TJ McConnell bringing it down. McConnell has it up top. Coming to is right off the Zubac screen. In the mid-range, puts up the foul line jumper. Got it to go for TJ McConnell. Kolek brings it down. McConnell gets caught in the backcourt going for the steal, but now he recovers. Kolek has it up top being guarded by Nesmith. Kolek coming to his left. Now coming to his right off the Robinson rescreen. Snaking it back to his left hand. He puts up the baseline, the foul line floater. Can't get it to go. Robinson battling on the glass. Shamet ends up with it. And Jordan Clarkson has it up top. Clarkson isolated. They tell him, go cook. Go cook, Clarkson. Go cook. One-on-one. Driving to his left. Shot clock winding down. He puts it up at the buzzer. Throws up an air ball. And that will be the end of the quarter. 105 to 91. End of the third quarter. We got 12 more minutes of basketball. Knicks hold a 14-point lead. Made the best team win. Throw 12 minutes on the clock. See what we got. AB said rumors is that Robinson may end up with the Lakers. Yes, rumors started by, I assume, the Lakers, AP. I assume the Lakers. Everybody is rumored to end up in the Lakers. Rizzo said, anyone has a nickname for Clarkson? Does Clarkson have a nickname? Jason said, I just realized, too, the Pacers don't even have Pascal tonight. A tanking team without a primary scorer? Yeah. No Pascal, no Andrew Nembhard. No, obviously, Tyrese Halliburton. So, missing their 3 top players. Well, 3 of their 4 top players, now that Zubac is there. George said, you gotta get Alexa? Like, the Amazon thing? I think I'm good. Don't really want it, Alexa. Kay Hazy said, Pacers coach always tries to beat the Knicks. Toppin basically said it last game. Yeah, he does. I wouldn't be surprised if he would publicly, I'm sure he would publicly willingly say it. I don't think it's a secret. It's very clear. AP said, we all know when the Lakers want a player, they used to get their man. Yeah, but they're not a well-run organization, so not really anymore. I mean, there was a time in which they wanted Kawhi Leonard, didn't get him. Time in which they wanted Paul George, didn't get him. Time in which they wanted Kevin Durant, didn't get him. And the only reason they end up with Luka is because of collusion and some idiocy from Mavericks GM, former GM, Nico Harrison. So, not sure who they wanted without, if we exclude the Luka thing because of the idiocy from the Mavericks side, unfortunately. Who have they wanted? Have they been able to actually go out and get? Anthony Davis? Anthony Davis had to force his way there. I don't know. Times have passed for the Lakers. We'll see. We'll see if it continues to work out for them, but I think times have passed. Here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. Close this one out. New York, close this one out. Keep it a double-digit lead. Anunoby fouls Obi Toppin, trying to go for the steal. Vic said, OG and Hart, 57 points on 25 shots is insane. The efficiency is fantastic. This is not the level of efficiency you're going to get every night. I mean, it's been some phenomenal shooting. Again, Josh Hart was 5 for 5 from 3 and has scored the most points he's ever scored in a Knicks jersey. And the Knicks are only up by 14. Toppin fires up a right wing 3. Off the inbound, got it to go. My goodness. It's only an 11-point game, you know? Cole gets it over to Towns. Towns has it up top. Towns swings through to his left, being guarded by Zubac, hands it off to Clarkson. Clarkson down the lane, hesitates, scoop lay with the right hand, got it to go for Jordan Clarkson. Beautiful move against Jarris Walker there. McConnell has it up top, attacking to his right, stops, baseline pull-up jumper, comes up short, can't get it to go. Anunoby with the rebound. Good defense by Kolek there. Here comes OG Anunoby bringing it down the other way. Knicks with that 13-point lead. Anunoby up top, coming to his left off the Towns screen. Good screen from Towns. Anunoby spins off of Zubac, kicks out to Shamit. Wide open left corner 3 for Landry. Landry still misfiring from 3-point range, brother. I miss when you used to make shots, Landry. I miss when you used to make shots. Neesmith has it up top, ran off the line, drives to his right, mid-range pull-up jumper, comes up short, can't get the friendly roll. Battle for the loose ball rebound, knocked out of bounds by Kolek. The ball will stay here with the Pacers. Darnell said, now back to Bridges. Now look at the playoffs. He was the only one scorer when they had Trout. Oh, the WBC? Is that what we're talking about? Zubac hands it off. Tries to hand it off to McConnell, but there's a foul off ball on the Knicks there. Naughty Ghost. What's up, Naughty Ghost? I mean, so long as the Lakers have Luka, they're set. You can build any team around that perennial All-NBA player. Yes, but the optimal team would have a rim-running center. And Mitchell Robinson is one of the better rim-running centers. The problem has always been health, and if they didn't want Mark Williams, I don't know how eager they're going to be to get Mitchell Robinson. McConnell, off the pass from Zubac, down the lane, puts up the jumper in the paint, can't get it to go, battle on the glass for the rebound. Zubac wins out after Towns had to contest the McConnell jumper. They kick it out to Neesmith for a straightaway 3. He can't get it to go. Anunoby battling on the glass. McConnell dives for it. He saves it out to Slauson. Cross-court pass to Walker. Walker lines up the 3. Towns a little late to close out. Can't get it to go down, and a loose ball foul on the Knicks, trying to box out Zubac, and it's going to stay here with the Pacers. Not a good start to the fourth quarter for the Knicks. Really struggling to even grab a rebound right now. I'd go to Mitchell Robinson. Go get Mitchell Robinson right now in the game. Ahmed said Clarkson is playing well when he gets playing time. I didn't think he was very good in the first half. I think he's been solid here in the second half. I think he's been very solid here in the second half. Thought he was a bit of a defensive disaster in the first half, but he's cleaned it up here in the second half. Hubian said Shaman might be tired. He needs a break too. Maybe. McConnell, up top, crosses over to his left, against Kolek, kicks it out. Slauson now puts up the 3 after daring to shoot all night with some pump fakes, and he misfires. Towns, good box out on Zubac, and knocks the rebound to himself. Now here comes Tyler Kolek. Kolek up top, attacking to his left off the Towns screen, pocket pass to Towns at the foul line, steps through, pump fake, leans in, one-legged floater, got it to go for Karl-Anthony Towns. Another basket for Karl-Anthony Towns, who's now 22 points, 9 for 21 from the field. Not the most efficient game from Towns, but he's taking what the defense is giving him. Being the 1A go-to guy, you're going to have to take some tough shots. Neesmith off the handoff, pocket pass to Zubac. He throws up the floater at the foul line. He can't get the friendly roll. Towns get another rebound. He's now up to double-figure rebounds. He's got the double-double tonight. Kolek over to Anunoby on the right wing, attacking, tries the Euro pass to defense, loses the ball, picks it back up, and he throws it down with 2 hands. Some serendipity for OG Anunoby on that play. And the lead is back up to 17 for the Knicks here. McConnell bringing it down against Shamit, crosses over to his left, down the lane, crosses over to his right, snaking it back. Now kicks it up top to Slauson. Slauson down the lane, gets caught in the air, kicks it out to Walker. Walker through the paint, can't knock down the lefty scoop layup, but he does draw the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws, 9:14 to go in the fourth quarter. James Cookfair, what's up, James? I was just traded to the Lakers. K Hazy, OG's cooking. He is up to 26 points tonight. A quiet 26 for OG. Outside of the very loud 3-point shots he hit earlier in the game, a quiet 26 for OG, 10 for 13 from the field. Just one of the more efficient games we've seen from OG Anunoby this season. 8 boards, 4 assists. A really nice, solid, all-around game for OG Anunoby. Towns with 22, 10, and 2. Josh Hart still on the bench, but we know he's got 33 points here tonight. OG Anunoby now goes to the bench. Mitchell Robinson subs in. We're going to keep Karl-Anthony Towns out there. Go to the double big lineup for a couple of minutes here as the Knicks probably looking to extend the lead up to 20 and maybe put an end to this one. Rizzo said serendipity. Go ahead, Walt Frazier. Hey, man, I've been watching Walt Frazier long enough. Who do you think I got serendipity from? It is a fun word to use. David Oz Jr. said, how can you start a rookie Mets pitcher in USA Baseball biggest game in years? I am not tuned into the game, but that doesn't seem like a great idea, I'll tell you that. Walker knocks down both of his free throws. Robinson has it up top. Almost lost the handle. Now kicks out to Kolek. Kolek up top, coming to his right off the Robinson screen. Swings it over to Bridges. Bridges on the right wing. Shot clock winding down. He's going to have to create something. Come on, Mikal. Show me what you got. Crosses over to his right. Foul line. Fall away jumper over Huff. High arcing. Can't get it to go. Robinson the offensive rebound. Kicks it up top to Kolek. Catches. Pump fake. Crosses over to his right. He's got a lane. Scoop layup. Got knocked out of his hands. Robinson another offensive rebound. Over to Clarkson in the paint. Floater. Got it to go. Give me 3 assists from Mitchell Robinson, baby. Another offensive rebound, by the way. That gives him 5 total rebounds. I think 4 of them being offensive, but we could take a look at that. And Bonnie. What's up, Bonnie? Let's go, Knicks from Trinidad. What's up, Ansi Bonnie from Trinidad? Kobe Brown swings it out. Extra pass. Lawson takes the lane. Against Robinson. Goes up with a scoop lay with the right hand. Can't get it to go. A sky hook with the right hand. Not a scoop lay, but sky hook with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Kolek throws the lob up top to Robinson. There you go, Tyler Kolek. Feed the big man, who's been doing the dirty work all game long. Gets rewarded with a lob there. I forgot to give Clarkson his floater as well. So it's 115 to 96, a 19-point lead for the Knicks. And if you can give us the 20-point lead, and we got 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, maybe the Pacers will wave the white flag, and we can go ahead and empty our bench as well. Bump Euro for Jarris Walker, who gets the scoop layup to go. And now here comes Tyler Kolek. He's going to push it the other way. Quick hit ahead to Clarkson. Clarkson's going to look to attack down the lane. Gets caught in the air. Kicks it out up top to Robinson. Now over to Kolek. Kolek gets it over to Towns. Towns sees a double team. Picks up his handle. Shovels it over to Clarkson. Clarkson down the lane. Throws up a floater. Comes up short. Robinson another offensive rebound. Goes up and gets the layup and the foul on Jay Huff. There you go, Big Mitch. Dominating down low as he tends to do, folks. As he tends to do. Eric C. said, serendipity, decent rom-com. I do like me a good rom-com. Madrasi, what's up, Madrasi? Would be nice to see, potentially see Jemison tonight. Shout out Trey Jemison. We haven't seen Trey Jemison in a while. Relic, what's up, Relic? Christian, what's up, Christian? Are you really a chef in real life? Not in the traditional sense, but I do be chefing it up sometimes. No, I'm not a real chef in real life. Jeremy Davis, what's up, Jeremy? They need to take Towns out. Rest those bad feet. Does he have bad feet? Robinson misses both free throws. It is 98 to 117, by the way. Score was slightly off. 98 to 117, 7:30 to go in this fourth quarter. They get over to Huff. Huff has it up top. Spots up for 3. Comes up wide left. Towns with the rebound. Gets it out to Kolek. Tyler Kolek pushing it the other way. Kolek swings it out to Clarkson. Clarkson almost lost the handle, but he recovers it. Swings through to his right on Brown. Swings through back to his left. Goes to the lane. Gets blocked by Brown. No foul call. Brown falls to the floor. And it's going to be a jump ball. David Osh Jr. said, put Sohan in. Eventually. Alvarado's going to come in for Kolek here. Great minutes for Tyler Kolek. Dom Anthony said, this will be 20 over 500 tonight. Yes, it will. The Knicks are sitting at 44 and 25 right now. And obviously with a win, they'll be 45 and 25, 20 games over 500. Towns easily wins the tip, and the clock is reset to 24. Bridges has it up top. Bridges being guarded by Ben Shepherd. Bridges going to come to his right up for Robinson screen. Tries to kick it out to Clarkson. Almost got picked off. Clarkson still recovers it. Clarkson in the right corner. Attacking to his left. Puts Brown in the post. Backing him down. Leans in. Follow-away jumper in the paint. Comes up short. Robinson with another offensive rebound, but then turns it over as Slauson able to snag the pass back out of the air. And Brown leaves it off for Jay Huff. Jay Huff hesitates from three. Dancing with it up top. Gets it outside to Slauson. Now over to Brown. Brown coming to his right. Leaves it off for Slauson. Over to Huff. Huff back to Slauson. He's going to line it up for a deep three. Well short. Robinson the rebound. Mitchell Robinson now up to, how many rebounds? 8 rebounds for Mitchell Robinson. 6, 8, and 3 for Big Mitch. Alvarado coming to his left. Down the lane. Sneaking it back to his right hand. Pulls it all the way back out. Alvarado, quick crossover to his right. Stops. Kicks out the Bridges. Left corner 3. Line me up, Mikal. Line me up, Mikal Bridges. Finally got one to go down from 3. There it is. And there is the 22-point lead for the New York Knicks right there with 6 minutes to go. We are at the halfway point. Wave that white flag, Indiana. Wave that white flag. They kick it out to Shepherd. They get it out to Kobe Brown for a 3. Wide left on that one. And Bridges chases down the loose ball rebound. That wasn't Kobe Brown. That was Cam Jones, I believe. And so I believe that is technically the white flag as the Pacers use an intentional foul. And then I believe call a timeout. 5:45 to go. Never even restarted the timer. We are past the halfway point, folks. It's 120-98. This one is over. David said, I say 52 wins. They'll be sitting at 55 right now. Let's take a look at the schedule. So after tonight, they'll be sitting at 45 wins. And after tonight, they will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games remaining after tonight. So when they win tonight, because they're up by 22 points, they'll end up winning, they'll be 45 and 25. So to get to 52 wins, AP, they'd have to go 7 and 5 over their final games. Not hard to imagine. They have Brooklyn, Washington, New Orleans in the next 3 games. Okay. Those should be 3 more wins. They should be on a 7-game winning streak. Then they got Charlotte. So if they have to go 7 and 5, that's 3 wins there. Then you have Charlotte, Oklahoma City, Houston, all on the road, and Memphis, all on the road. I assume you beat Memphis, Houston, Oklahoma City, and Charlotte. Let's even be pessimists and say that those 3 are losses. They go on a 3-game losing streak. Even though I don't think that will happen, let's say they will. Then you have Chicago, Atlanta, Boston, Toronto. Charlotte again. They're going to win one of those games versus Charlotte. Let's say it's that last game in the regular season. And that pushes them to 5 wins. They dominated the Toronto matchup all year. Let's say they win that one again. You have Chicago in the mix there. They're going to beat Chicago. There's your 7 wins. So I think it is fair to say, even being cautiously optimistic, or even you could even say being pessimistic, they'll get to at least 7 wins with games against Boston and Atlanta remaining to try and get to 53 wins. So 52 is a pretty safe number. They won 51 games, I think, last year over the course of the season. So 52, if you can one up last year, with worse injury luck compared to what they had last year. They had a pretty healthy season last year. Outside of Mitchell Robinson, of course. Mitchell Robinson obviously spent the first 3 quarters of the season injured. But, yeah. And that is assuming you lose Charlotte, Oklahoma City, and Houston in the middle there. And even the Boston game. Those are your 4 losses, then you are also still allowed 1 more loss. And I don't think they're going to lose those 3 games. I think they'll win at least 1 of them, hopefully 2 of them, obviously, right? Eric C. said, I was hoping 53 and 29. The NBA Cup doesn't count, right? The NBA Cup does not count. So technically, after tonight, they will have 46 wins on the season, but only 45 of them will count. David said, 1 up, keep Mike Brown's job. For the regular season, Mo Diawar's in the game, baby. We got Mo Diawar in minutes, finally. 6 minutes to go. We got Mo Diawar in the game. Next thing we can do as well is go around the league during the next stoppage and play. Diawar down the lane gets blocked by Slauson. Clarkson picks up the loose ball and lays it up and in. And it's a 24-point lead for the Knicks now. And this one is pretty much over, but the final score. Shepherd has it up top, being guarded by Clarkson. Gets it over to Kobe Brown. Brown tries to throw the cross-court pass, and Robinson looks like he comes up with the steal. Here comes Clarkson pushing it the other way. 5 minutes to go. Clarkson on the right wing, attacking. Pocket pass to Robinson down the lane. Two-handed slam. There you go. Feed the big man. Feed the beast. Feed the beast. They get it over to Huff for the pick and pop straight, not the pick and pop, but the trail straightaway three, and a foul on Mo Diawara. Face guarding, trying to block out Slauson there. Knows he picks up the foul. No argument there. Skonberg said, we'll win versus Houston and Boston. I hope so. I hope so. They're in the bonus, so Slauson's at the foul line for 2 free throws. K. Hazy, Big Mitch, Big Mitchy Mitch. Christian said, do you think Brown is having more and more confidence in Clarkson? I think he's always had confidence in Clarkson. The thing that keeps Clarkson glued to the bench is he's not a good, consistent defender. Most of the time he's playing hard, but that's not often good enough, especially against really good teams. But he is still really good. He's the next man up, right? And we obviously know when the Knicks are struggling offensively, he has no problems going to Jordan Clarkson and being like, hey, man, you got to give us a spark. And I respect Jordan Clarkson's, professionalism and staying ready to go whenever his number was called when he was fully out of the rotation at some point, right? I think he's always had confidence in Clarkson, though, to answer your question. The problem is that he doesn't fit great. Bridges knocks down another 3. Hopefully this can get him going, right? I don't care that it's at the end of a blowout. People are going to be like, it's at the end of a blow. He's up to 10 points now. I like that he's knocking down shots. Hopefully it's going to build confidence, build rhythm, and get him feeling good from three-point range again, because obviously they need him to get unlocked from 3 again. Kobe Brown has it on the right wing. Jeremy Sohan is in the game, by the way. Brown driving it down, bump Euro, throws up the righty floater. Got it to go over Sohan there. Nice move for Kobe Brown. Here comes Alvarado. The Knicks with Bridges, Alvarado, Sohan, Diawara, and Clarkson out there right now. The Pacers are out there with Walker as Alvarado drives it down. Half spin along the baseline. Keeps the Nash dribble alive. Tries to hand it off the Bridges. Ball knocked out of bounds. Nope, it's just a turnover. The Pacers are out there with Walker, Brown, Slauson, Huff, and Cam Jones. Jose Alvarado, 10 assists. 10 assists in his first start here tonight. There you go, Jose. A beautifully played game from Jose Alvarado. He gets a nice ovation from the crowd. Beautifully, beautifully played first game here. Jones gets it over to Brown. Kobe Brown. Pacom Diaz in the game. My guy, Pacom. Show me something. Pacom, show me something. Slauson down the lane. Throws up the righty hook shot. Can't get it to go. Ball knocked out of Jay Huff's hands. Dadier picks it up. There you go, Dadier. Go coast to coast. Beautiful Euro lefty layup. Gets swatted out of the air by Slauson, but it's a goal-10. Give me the 2 points. Look at Dadier being aggressive. Show me more, Dadier. Show me more. Show me more, Dadier. Home run hitters. What's up, home run? He said dumb pass by Alvarado. He's played great tonight. He's played great. Ahmed said, why is Robinson in this game at this time? Well, he's out of the game now. He's out of the game now. Kevin McCullough's going to check in. Who's going to check in for? Bridges. Bridges is still in. Jones down the lane, kicks out to Slauson. Slauson puts up the 3 over Diawara. Can't get it to go. Dadier the rebound. Here comes Kolek. They swing it over to Sohan. Sohan on the right wing. Hands it off to Diawara. Diawara steps back. Lines up the 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Walker. They get over to Jones. Cam Jones gets it over to Walker. Walker down the lane. Kicks it back out to Jones. Jones spots up for the left wing 3. Got it to go for Cam Jones. 3 minutes to go, folks. 3 minutes to go. Kolek up top. Coming to his left. It's over to Diawara. Diawara over to Kolek. Kolek is going to walk into the straightaway 3. Got it to go for Tyler Kolek. And a timeout is called. Timeout is called. Let's go around the league. 3 minutes to go. Bruce said league scoreboard. Yep, perfect time. Perfect time, Bruce. We can go around the league. Got a timeout. Let's do it. We have 3 minutes to go. We'll let the timer tick. We can stop the timer right there. Timer's not as important with the game well in hand now. The Knicks, 38 in the first, 34 in the second, 33 in the third, 27 so far here in the fourth quarter. So over 30 in each quarter is absolutely fantastic. That equates to at least 120 points. And obviously the Knicks are sitting with 132 already. The Cavs and the Bucks locked in a tight one. If the Cavs lose yet again here today, the Knicks just build a bigger lead for that 3rd seed. That's nice. That's nice. The Suns and the Timberwolves locked in a tight one. This is another good game. Obviously, we have our late games here that have yet to tip off. They should be tipping off in about another half hour. But let's look at the games that have already wrapped up. The Hornets ended up beating the Heat by 30. My goodness, they ran away with it at the end there, and especially in that fourth quarter. 40-18 in the fourth quarter. You got to watch out for the Charlotte Hornets team, man. They do not stop going. They don't stop. It's a great win for the Hornets. Pretty, I don't want to say a bad loss for the Heat, but to end up losing by 30 is pretty rough. That's pretty rough. The Thunder beat the Magic. Only beat them by 5. It was a close game to the end. Pistons ended up pulling away from the Wizards there. It was close for majority of the game. Tied at 32 after the first. Pulled away by 6 by halftime. Went up by 17 at the end of the third. And ultimately won by 13 points. So, there you go. Susan said, me and Sheffy said this game is going to be a blowout. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Susan. Yes, sir. I just had a feeling this was going to be a blowout. No Nembhard, no Siakam. They don't really have a point guard, a traditional point guard out there. McConnell is good enough, but, against the Knicks, with majority of their healthy roster, even though no Brunson, no McBride, no problem. We got it. We got it. Jazz Destroyer said, that's crazy how close the Pistons game was. It wasn't that close. I'm sure, throughout the game, the Pistons had around a 10-point lead majority of the time. But, I like to point games like this out because when the Knicks, when they play the Wizards, because they have a game against the Wizards coming up, and they end up winning by like 11 points, and it's a close game throughout, and people are like, how come they're not blowing out the Wizards? This team gave up 83 points to Bam. I'm going to be like, hey, they're professional basketball players. They can play well against good teams too. It could happen. You have to go out and beat the team. Right? We're all hoping for the blowouts, but sometimes they have a good variant shooting night. As a matter of fact, let's check out the box score and see what happened here tonight. Let's see who played well for the Wizards, because again, the Knicks have a game against the Wizards coming up. Anthony Gale, Champagnie, Carrington, Will Riley, Trey Johnson. No Trae Young here tonight. Bub Carrington went off for 30 points against the Pistons here tonight. 30 points. So Bub Carrington went off for 30. Did they have Thompson available? They didn't put Thompson on him. They did have Thompson available. Did he not do anything? He had 5 personal fouls. He was in foul trouble. A 3 for Dadier. Can't get it to go. Sohan almost had the offensive rebound. So All-Star Thompson played, and he could not stop Bub Carrington. Was in foul trouble. Throw a lob up top to Huff. Cade Cunningham, Duran played. They did not have their backup big, Isaiah Stewart, who's very important to their team. So that hurt, I guess, a little bit. Herders is officially in the rotation, though. 22 minutes for him. 21 minutes for Levert. 25 minutes for Sasser. 21 minutes for Dennis Jenkins, who finally got it going, Dennis Jenkins. Just need a couple of games off. Bakom Dadier throws up an air ball. A brick hits the backboard before it hits the rim. Huck Porty up off the bench. Under 2 minutes to go in this one tonight, fellas. We are almost up out of here. 134 to 107 here. Ahmed said, are you covering 76ers versus Nuggets? No. I would have definitely been very intrigued to cover that game, Ahmed, but no Tyrese Maxey, no Joel Embiid, no Paul George, no interest from me. With the hospital 76ers out there, I just don't think it's it's going to be much of an interesting game. Dadier turns it over. All right, Dadier, come on, brother. I was rooting for you, Dadier. You got to show us something. The only thing he's shown me this year is that his hair's gotten longer. McCullough comes up with a nice steal there, hit ahead to Dadier. Dadier gets it over to Sohan, down the middle of the lane, goes up, layup, got it to go for Jeremy Sohan. David Oz Jr. said, truthfully, I want 3rd seed Atlanta. Scary? 3rd seed Atlanta? You're talking about basketball? You're talking about the Atlanta Hawks? You want the 3rd seed to play Atlanta as the 6th seed? Let's check out the standings. It's 136, 110, 26-point lead for the Knicks with 1 minute to go. Check out the standings. And that'll take us to the end of the show here tonight. So let's do it. Let's go over it. Dadier 3. Knock me down, Dadier. Can't get it to go. Sohan the rebound. Let's check out the standings. See where the Knicks are going to fall. New York Knicks will improve to 45-25. They will be one game behind the Boston Celtics. Obviously, we know at the end of the season they will have a game against the Boston Celtics, so we will see. They already hold the tiebreaker over the Celtics, I believe. Even if they lose that game, they'll still hold the tiebreaker. But we'll obviously have to wait and see how it plays out in the end. That game against the Celtics could be in the running for the 2 seed, right? Ultimately, who gets the 2 seed? But we will see. We'll have to get to that point first. If the Knicks go on a little bit of a slide before they get there, that'll be a problem. But it doesn't seem like anybody's going to catch the Detroit Pistons at 49-19 right now. Their Celtics are 4 back in the loss column. The Knicks are 6 back in the loss column. Unless they go on an absolute slide to end the season here, I don't see it happening. Just that said, Warriors versus Celtics tomorrow. That could be an interesting one. Just to check out the Celtics play, obviously, as it is very important to the Knicks. That is true. Good call, Justice's dad. Let's check out tomorrow's slate to see what game we're going to do. I did mention that we might take tomorrow off just because there's not too many interesting games. We might as well do Warriors-Celtics, right? If there's any game we're going to do, it might as well be Warriors-Celtics. We have Thunder-Nets, Trailblazers-Pacers, Raptors-Bulls. So Thunder-Nets, no thanks. Trailblazers-Pacers, no thanks. Raptors-Bulls, no thanks. Jazz-Timberwolves, no thanks. Not the tanking Jazz. Clippers-Pelicans. Pelicans have been playing better, but I don't know how interesting that game is going to be overall. Hawks-Mavs, we're not going to do a Hawks game for a while. Just not a very interesting team to watch, in my opinion. Nuggets-Grizzlies, no thanks for the tanking Grizzlies. And then Lakers-Rockets just played a very interesting game the other night. They play again tomorrow night. Maybe we try and do a doubleheader tomorrow night, but we'll see. It's an ESPN game tomorrow, too. Yeah, so we might as well. Best game on the docket is this one and the late-night game. As of right now, we'll only look to cover the one game tomorrow because I got to wake up early. I'm probably going to come home late from work tomorrow, and then I have to get up early on Thursday morning. So we might just cover the one game on Wednesday, but we'll see. Maybe we'll try and get in the doubleheader. But as of right now, I think right now we're just going to schedule Warriors versus Celtics tomorrow. Right? Should be a good game. Well, maybe not, because they're going to be playing a pretty injured Warriors team. But the Warriors can surprise you. We'll see how the Celtics handle. Do they play down to the competition? They usually don't, and they should have Jason Tatum available to them. So they usually don't play down to the competition. That is one thing that the Celtics usually don't do. But we will see. We will see. So we're going to have to check it out tomorrow. It is in Boston Arena, TD Arena. Farm Boy TV, appreciate you, brother. But let's check out the box score. Let's check out where everybody ended up at the end of the night here. Just before we sign off here, give a shout out to everybody. We can start with the Pacers. Who played well for the Pacers? Nobody really individually. Toppin and Jarris Walker led them in scoring. 16 for Walker, 15 for Toppin. Outside of that, 14 for Nesmith, 13 for Brown, 10 for McConnell, 11 for Zubac. Everybody got in the action, but they didn't really have a go-to guy. As for the New York Knicks, they had a couple of go-to guys. Everybody in the starting lineup ended up with double figures. Almost everybody ended up with 15 over. Mikal Bridges just got there with 10 on 2 last-minute threes in the fourth quarter there. 26 for Anunoby, 22 for Towns, 22, 11, and 2 for Towns. 26, 8, and 4 for OG Anunoby, by the way. A nice all-around game for OG. Josh Hart with the game of the night, 33, 7, and 5, including 5 for 5 from three-point range. Boy, what does it look like when Josh Hart knocks down threes, guys? Because we know he gets wide-open looks from 3. 33 points for Josh Hart tonight. A new Knicks career high. Not a career high in general. His career high in general was 44 points with the Blazers. But the most he had scored with the Knicks was, I think, 28 points, 30 points, something like that. And he had 33 tonight. So it's his Knicks career high. 33 points for him. 10 points for Mikal Bridges. He finally knocked down 2 threes at the end of the quarter there. Hopefully he can translate that into the next time they play. Come on, Mikal. We're all rooting for you, brother. He also chipped in 4 points, 4 boards, and 5 assists. So that was nice. Jose Alvarado, 16, 2, and 10 assists for Jose Alvarado, and only 1 turnover, and that was the turnover literally at the very end where he subbed out of the game for good when it was already a blowout. He was trying to run a handoff of Bridges and ended up shoveling it out of bounds, and that ended up being his only turnover of the night. So almost had a perfect passing game for Jose Alvarado, a perfect point guard game. 16 points for him, 5 for 10 from the field, 4 for 7 from 3, and this is the most important aspect for Jose Alvarado for me. Most of his points usually come from the perimeter. Him actually finally knocking down 3-point shots is a huge sign for him here with the Knicks, as he's really struggled from that range. As far as off the bench, the guys in terms of who actually played, Clarkson chipped in 10, 2 from Shaman as he continues to be in a slide here as he's struggling from the perimeter now. Kolek in 21 minutes, 3 points. He did not score until garbage time, but 5 assists for Tyler Kolek, 2 steals. Thought he was solid. Just played his role perfectly well off the bench. Nothing spectacular for him. Mitchell Robinson, 8 points, 8 boards, 3 assists. 5 of them being offensive, doing what Mitchell Robinson does. Beautiful game from Big Mitch. And that's going to wrap it up. I thought, for the most part, no real issues other than Mikal Bridges, please make your shots. But I did think his defense was really good here tonight. But with that, that's going to pretty much wrap us up. Keith, he said, Ashmi Bagash gets the ball tonight. It was a great effort from Josh. K Hazy, 40 scope. Justice Dad Namar. Douglas DePaul Santos. What's up, Douglas? Magic plus 105. Good luck with that, brother. I'm pretty sure that game is over. Hubian, double-double for GTA. Double-double for GTA. Absolutely. So, with that, that's going to wrap us up. Shout out to the channel members, of course, every single time. Whether you were gifted a membership or you decided to become a member all on your own, I appreciate your generosity nonetheless. And thank you guys, of course, for hanging out with me here tonight. We will do it all over again tomorrow. Right now, we are scheduling Celtics versus Warriors, and hopefully that ends up being a good game. And maybe we'll try to get to the doubleheader, but as of right now, I think we're gonna sit with the one game because, again, work is a little hectic right now, so late nights, early mornings kind of thing. Either way, we will be live tomorrow for a game. Whether it's the early game or the late game, we will see. Probably the early game. So either way, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for hanging out with me again here tonight. And with that being said, remember, guys, brush your teeth before bed, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you in the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.